Yes, my chums, that's it. Ooh, yeah, it's good to be back. I can fool myself, now I can. The sound is a bit loud, it is. I'm so glad I can see you guys on this evening. I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, police way down the rebel path. That's what we like. Super Sasuke Siren. Absolutely. Okay, my chums. I cannot go that crazy today because today I have my amazing guests in a house. So don't want to make them feel that I'm a weirdo, so hey. Yes, my guests, can we meet them? I mean, I don't want to disturb them, so I don't want to disturb them. Like, one person is on my terrace resting there, and another one is again in the guest room chilling. So bless you and your guests. Yeah, I'll tell them. I didn't want to bother them. They're resting right now. It's been very I would say very eventful past week, for them, sort of. So Domniski asks kiedy fabularne DLC, so when the plot-based DLC is going to be there. I mean, my friend, as soon as we are done with it, right? I think that's the answer, isn't it? You all know it. That's the answer. I mean, what else I can tell you? Hello, Voitas. Good to see you guys. Expansion will be out tomorrow. That is a very interesting comment, my friend Delamain. Tomorrow, you say? How are you guys doing? Everybody's alive? Great to see you, Kazuliski. Thank you for being here. Release date confirmed? Jesus. I'm not sure about what release date you're talking about. How are you? I'm doing well, my friend. Thank you so much for asking, actually. I was today, for part of the day, helping my guests that arrived from Ukraine. So I'm hope that they're, feeling good, in my place. And just after the stream, I'm back, to planning out, now our future moves and what we can actually do to help them better, because there's, of course, as you can imagine, there's various things needed. So, but anyway, I don't want to talk about their personal stuff because it's, it's up to them, of course. But I'm really happy actually to have them around. It's it's nice to not to be lonely, even though I have my dear Sapphire, as you guys know, but it's just I'm in most cases just living here alone, so it's great. Dobsikowski wrote pozdro świże, which means greetings, you whack, I guess. Thank you for the greetings. Yeah, strange times, Kazuliski. I mean, that's true, but you know what? I mean, it's just if everyone will be doing what they can, I think it's gonna be okay. Question if we have made the dumplings together. Please, guys, stay to English, by the way. No, we didn't. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to speak about them too much because I don't know if they wish me to do that. So I will. I just won't share anything more. But yeah, but they're resting. So anyway, I don't want to go this crazy today as I normally do on the streams with you guys. Voitas asked if there will be a Polish stream. I mean, maybe at some point. We'll do the Polish one. We'll see. Jesus, what the hell did I do to my hair? Okay, my dear chums, actually there's there is actually so much there's actually a few things I wanted to go with you, my dear chums, before we actually will go to playing the game here. Kogito wrote Slava Ukraini. For those who don't know, it means I guess I don't know how to translate Slava. Glory to Ukraine, I think that's the word, Slava Ukraini, yeah. Glory, yeah, exactly, Heroes. That's exactly, yeah, glory. Hi from UK, Misate ask, hello Misate, nice to see you on the chat. Domiskowski, dobrze mówisz, wariacie, yes. Thank you for being here, by the way. Guys, please stick to English, because, you know, as much as I appreciate, you know, all kind of languages, and you know, you guys being from all kinds of different places, it's always good if we can understand each other. Good to see you, Pinky, on the chat. Yes, and especially when you speak like Russian or Ukrainian on the chat, my dear chums, we won't be able to understand you in most cases. So please understand that we would love to know what you're saying. You know. So yeah, bingo again. Yes, exactly. That's a bit of a bingo. So. My dear chums, before we actually move on to anything that I wanted to discuss with you today, there's like a bunch of different things that happened last week, as you probably know. So let's just go over like those interesting or more important things. And we have started from, you know, situation in Ukraine. So let's do that. So I just wanted to mention. Like all the Reds that have been actually working on. Oh, that's a perfect song for it, right? Isn't it, Camille Cesaro? I think this is a perfect one, right, to speak about this topic. So yeah, as you know, like as a company, we've been helping as much as we could. Like, you know, we donated 1 million zlotys as a studio. Like, of course, you know, people privately donated as well. I did as well. To Polska Akcja Humanitarna. But then, you know, we have been also like gathering things, you know, internally, as you know, that our team, internal communications team, actually put together like a list of most needed products, so to say. And basically we've been like going over and basically buying these products and like gathering it in the company. And it was like a really big pile of just of products of various types to help. So all those things have been already sent, and they've been already transported. I think on Friday or Thursday that has happened. Anyway, just wanted to mention this. It was great to see. Yeah, thank you, Grinder. I'm proud of the team and the studio as well. Those are like tough times, you know, and like I think majority of us didn't really live during the time when war happened, you know, like as I told you guys, or I tweeted at some point, like my grandparents have been Ukrainian refugees. They actually escaped from Ukraine in 1946. They basically have been like escaping from war at that time, and they moved from one of the bigger cities in Ukraine to Poland, and they found shelter with one of the families in Polish mountains, where I was born 50 years later, 60 almost years later. So in a way, you know, I'm paying up the debt. You know, that's the way it works. So, you know, at some point it's just like it's just at some point you just, you know, Pavel, you came from the mountains? Yes, but I mean, those are small mountains. I came from Bieszczady mountains. So yeah, I live on I was born in the southern part of Poland, like close to the Ukrainian border, sort of. Anyway, guys, I don't want to, yeah, beautiful Bieszczady mountains. Anyway, I don't want the stream to be really sad or anything like this. I just wanted to say, you know, like, I'm feeling that what I'm doing right now is just like, I'm paying up the debt. Domisowski, you ask where it's written to sign in English. When you start typing in the chat, the rules of the chat pop up and it says please write in English, my friend. So if you could please write in English, okay? Domisowski, I'm really happy that you're with us, and it's really nice that you pop up, and I really appreciate. But it's like from yikes, from basically from the the stats, I know that less than a half of the viewers of the stream are Polish, like everyone else is really from all over the world. So like we just try to stay here and understand each other, you know. Besides, like, dude, you for sure you speak English. Everyone does in Poland. So like it's like it doesn't matter, you know. Wojtas asked if it's difficult to get to CDPR. I mean, my friend, it is pretty difficult. You know, as you guys know, like I've been sharing that I tried 6 times, right, to get to Red. And it really it was really an adventure for me to get to Red. I was rejected so many times. But anyway, they knew what they were doing. I guess you know, I haven't been too good of a candidate at that time. So yes, so I was accepted after 6th time. That was in end of 2011, my friends. So that is basically my story. Domisowski wrote to add it under the channel to communicate in English. I will. Thank you, Domisowski, for the hint. I mean, it didn't really cross my mind. Like majority of people anyway speak English, so you know. But I will correct that. Thank you for pointing it out. Sapphire wrote, I would struggle so much every time in Poland if these lovely people couldn't speak English. Yeah. I mean, not everyone speaks, but like a lot of this. Hamster Cuter asked, do you speak Americana? Oh, you mean like, there's this song, do you speak Americana, I believe. It's a funny one. Strictly 9 wrote, never enjoyed the devil ending in my first playthrough, but I just replayed it recently and loved it. Props to the quest design team and CDPR in general. Thank you so much, Strictly 9. It's awesome that you loved it. We no speak Americano. Exactly, Camille. Exactly. Yes. Mitigat D. We no speak Americano. Exactly. That's exactly the song I was thinking about. I used to listen that. Yes, that's the song I was thinking about. Greeting Chumbas from Midwest USA. Good to see you, The Long Crossing, that you're with us. Awesome to have you. Anyway, my dear Chums, let's move on because we have more art and more stuff to watch. I think. What did you miss, Scorpion? We talked a bit about the situation in Ukraine and what we've been doing as a studio, you know, to help out in this situation. And I'm just moving on to the next topics. So another one, basically one of you guys posted. I don't remember who. I think it was Cybervesna. So it's Cybervesna who can join us. So hey, you know, poor Cybervesna. I'm glad that you know she would want to be here with us. Jeff 2030 said we have to send them weapons. I mean, that's a lot of the countries. That's what a lot of the NATO countries have been doing, my friend. Right? So. Okay, my chums, anyway, I think I will just move on to the next one because, yes, sending love to Vesna, exactly, who cannot be here. That's another one. Sun, neutron star, black hole, and balls of Polish people for leading the way in standing up to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, heaviest object in the universe. Hey, Rocker Girlfriend, good to see you on the chat. Thank you so much for the sub. You're the best. Anyway, so apparently, like, Polish people have the heaviest balls in the universe, guys. So props for all the Polish people who are on the chat and who are helping. Of course, you know, much love to you guys. Now, my dear chums, because like one thing that I always do before we move on, I always greet our moderators and our reds. And so far, I see Chivo, our customer support engineer. I see Ayano, a UI producer, who is also our mod, and you can see Ayano also, you know, streaming Destiny 2. I think right now this expansion pack for Destiny 2, the Witch Queen, is it called? It came out, so if you are curious, I think Ayano's streaming that as well. And of course, you know, to our amazing mods, Sapphire, my dear girlfriend, and Cogito, who is with us every week. Thank you so much. to both of you, guys. Sapphire is the CEO of CDPR. I mean, well, Sapphire is definitely my CEO. So, you know, that's basically how it works. That's basically how it works. Anyway, my dear chums, how are you feeling about President Zelensky as a Chad? Well, yeah, I mean, definitely. He's definitely a Chad. That's for sure. Have you played Elden Ring yet? I heard that it's amazing. Neutro Wolf, I actually didn't yet. The thing is, like, a lot of people in Red are actually playing. A lot of people in Red are actually playing Elden Ring, but I didn't have a chance yet, you know. That's a good song, the Wushu Dolls. Creep Slasher, would you be able to show the quest you made for your test someday? If not, it's definitely okay. Creep Slasher, that would be awesome, but I don't have it anymore, my friend. I don't have it, my friend, anymore. Like, I would really have to, like, dig deep. And please remember that I did it in 2011. Tiger Claws left the chat. Yeah. I definitely, like, don't remember, you know, my test. That's been a long time ago. Yeah, anyway, and I don't think I don't remember is one thing, because I actually remember. I just don't know the files, sort of, you know, where the hell I have it. Oh, Camille says, I'll try to prepare something for Narrative Council next week. Okay, sounds interesting, Camille. Why not? Why not? Revolvo Salota to Lord of Devs, CDPR playing the Elden Ring and then coming to work to tell everyone about open world, about level design in this game must be interesting. Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's like the Elden Ring is really the antithesis of so many design principles that a lot of the companies are following, you know? Because, like, you just, like, in a way, you just see that in Elden Ring, like, From Software didn't really care that much if, like, players will, like, understand everything perfectly. They just assume that you as a player, you just need to, like, kind of figure it out on your own. I mean, it's been interesting, for sure, especially, like, you know, the moments when you see them actually, like, consciously breaking the design rules, sort of. So, they are definitely, like, a very interesting dev. Revolver Salota, what's your opinion on current state of open world games? I mean, I think it's pretty bad. Recently, Elden Ring joined Red Dead Redemption 2, and Breath of the Wild is one of those games where player is indeed an explorer of the unknown. That's true. But in my opinion, unfortunately, too many. Open worlds never rely on tricking of a mass of icons on the map and doing very similar activities. What does this say of a fair result from targeting the mainstream or the lack of opportunities and willingness to do something more complex and non-obvious? I think it's a combination of those things, Revolver. Like, one thing is that please remember that majority of AAA games are the games that are created for a mass market, right? And you know, like, I think Elden Ring is the first game from Software. And please remember, it's, I think, a 7th game that they made really in a row that actually really hit the mass market status, that really sold really well and became this sensation in a way. So because of that, a lot of the companies is, like, falling into this trap of, like, building things that are just a generic or, like, global mainstream core kind of a thing that it will work for majority of the audiences. And you can see, like, a lot of narrative like in the you know, in social space between people regarding, like, a lot of people just dropping Elden Ring because it's not for them, right? And reasons why it's not for them, it's because it's, like, not communicative enough when it comes to their design, when it comes to their design choices, like exactly icons, you know, how they lead the player, how they actually take care of explaining certain mechanics and elements, you know. Elden Ring, as you said very correctly, is, like, created to really amplify the feeling of player exploring the world and actually really getting to know it and really understanding, understanding it on their own. And I think like this is a game that is completely fine with you simply, let's say, not figuring out that you, when sitting on your horse, when you sit on torrent, you cannot that you can actually swing your lance on the left side, because by default everyone swings right, but if you hold the stick you can swing left, but you have to figure it out on your own, and game does, well, no effort to explain you that. Really, just game does no effort to explain that. It just relies on you figuring this out, and this is a very unusual and unapologetic and in a way bold design to do it like this. Very interesting, the fact that actually they've been able to use the fact that they are primarily for hardcore players and still hit the mass market. This is a very rare scenario, and I'm not sure even if many games can actually share it, or if many games can actually really duplicate, let's say, this kind of success. I think Breath of the Wild that you mentioned, or Red Dead Redemption 2, they were vastly different in that aspect, because Breath of the Wild also relies on, of course, player discovering, but it's much more approachable and easier to grasp game. And when you look at the Red Dead Redemption 2, that's even incomparable. Red Dead does a fairly good job, I think, with introducing you into various mechanics. Its tutorial is probably first 10 hours, maybe even longer, of the game, when you actually slowly get to know all the mechanics in the game. So I do not really essentially feel that Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, or Red Dead Redemption 2 fall into the same category. They are more of games in a category of experiences that rely on player exploring the world. And I think this is beautiful. And honestly, me myself, I absolutely love it. We'll just throw you guys an example from Cyberpunk, right? So one of the things that I've been working on for 1.5 for you guys is a bunch of different secrets and things to find, and some things you guys found, let's say iguana. I won't say more to the people that don't know what I'm talking about, but there are some things that I have actually worked on together, of course, with the departments I'm leading. Or also me personally, I myself have worked on it to just deliver you a bunch of secrets and things that you can actually find in the game. And you guys didn't find everything yet, but I think eventually it will happen. It will take probably a few weeks altogether, a few weeks more, I suspect, before it actually is discovered, really. And this is basically the angle we took with that, right? That is nowhere to be found. There's very little direction in a way. There's discovery. The game is trying with an invisible hand direct you as a player, through that content, and basically show you, some intriguing, interesting things for you to do, but there's no explanation, how to do. I'm still waiting for people to figure out, how to hatch iguana correctly and what are the conditions, because from what I was seeing, a lot of people just make it hatch randomly, sort of, right? Just try to really make it work in a way. Anyway, DJ GNU wrote, Elden Ring is boring. I'd rather wait for Cyberpunk 78. I mean, again, as Blackburn wrote, the game is not for everyone, for sure. I think the Elden Ring really shows that it's really a niche game scaled up to mass market size and audience. And what we are seeing in a social space when people are discussing the game, you can see those really various reactions, from people. Chilonari wrote, From Software is overrated in general. I mean, I don't think that From Software is that overrated, to be honest. I mean, I think in their specific niche, they are really doing amazing stuff. Vizier wrote, a girl with tuberculosis and broken heart asked to say hello to you, Pavel. Vizier, okay, I don't know who the girl is that you're referring to, but I hope everything will be okay from her, and say hi back from me, Vizier. I hope everything will be okay with her. I have no patience. Elden Ring, killed again. Yeah, G Apollo, like that's pretty much like the experience, you know, sometimes with that game. Look at my horse. Yakdir, are you quoting this really old viral video from YouTube from 10 years ago? Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Salty Banana, good to see you, my friend, in the chat. Good that you decided to show up. I definitely remember you. Bertrand Drummerus, I'm a Russian person, I'm an ordinary resident of the country, I'm a villain of all of you. My friend, how do you feel, why do you feel you're a villain to all of us? You know, like, even in Poland, you know, we have a lot of Russian people, even in my company, you know, that I work on, we have a lot of Russian people. And we are trying to support them all. Like, I think it's a tragedy for all of us, you know. And I can only imagine, you know, how, as you said, like, just ordinary Russian people feel, you know. And I know, I kind of know how they do because I talk to them, you know. I did talk to them, and I know how they feel. And it's horrible, you know. So, I mean, Bertrand Drummer, I can only empathize, you know. I can imagine how it has to be, you know. Like, and I don't think, like, anyone treats civilians as villains. It's more about, you know, politics and what's happening right now in the world. I think it's a very difficult position to be at. My friends, because I am behind in the chat so much. Hope Iguana doesn't eat nibbles. My friend, I cannot say anything about it. But there were already recordings of like Iguana doing stuff with nibbles. I hope you have seen it or you managed to trigger that. Uranium Bullet, hoping for more Maxtech and Trauma Team content. It would be cool if we could meet the Maxtech officer and arrested Melissa Rory from the first teaser trailer. That guy looked like a pretty intimidating badass. Uranium Bullet, you like powerful men, from what I'm hearing. Anyway. Battle Guavar asks, do you think car chases in Cyberpunk are irrelevant? No. I mean, why would I think they're irrelevant? They definitely are relevant. It's just like they need to be done properly, you know. Like you guys have seen already 1.5 that they do exist in some form in the game, but that's not really like probably what you would all expect. But we definitely know that you guys would love, you know, having more of that kind of content. Strictly 9 wrote the original Blade Runner didn't have a big following when it originally came out. Wink, wink. Yeah, that's exactly the case. Revolvo Ocelota, do you have any of your favorite bosses from Software? Oh God, my favorite bosses. That's a good question. Like, I love the dog with a sword. I think it was in Dark Souls 2. That one was just. In original Demon Souls, like the guano boss with the, like, you know, moving forward shields. That one was funny to me. But from further bosses, I mean, like that wolf kicked my ass so much. I remember that. I don't remember though this many of them, to be honest. Maybe I tried to forget. Like, again, like, I didn't play the Elden Ring yet, you know, my friends, so I cannot give you like any good examples from Elden Ring. Like, I definitely, yeah, because yeah, right now it really escaped me. Like, I have not I don't have like any good examples at this point in my head, you know. Like, I remember those two dudes, I think it was Dark Souls 2, when they're beating the shit out of me. You know which one? There's like the tall and slim guy and the short one and plumpy one. Jesus Christ. But again, like, I'm so bad, you know. Yeah, Bertrand Drummer wrote that basically the sanctions are targeting the Russian civilians. I mean, My friend, you know, I'm not a politician, right? But if I can offer any explanation, I guess, it's a tool, you know, to pressure the politicians, right? Because if the civilians are pressured, they will pressure the politicians, and as a result, it will result in, I mean, hopefully in a change of the direction of what's happening. You know, like that's basically as much as I understand this topic. Like, I don't want to comment too much on the political topic because, again, like, I'm a psychologist, journalist, and a game dev, you know, I'm a dancer, and that's as much as I can offer, and a random dude with internet connection, my friend. I definitely do not have political studies, and I completely lack understanding of what you're asking me. You know, I know as much as I read. So, you know, I wouldn't be able to explain it better. Okay, my dear chums, I think that we should like slowly move on, you know, with our memes, because like because there's so many of them waiting, and I really, oh yes, Orstein and Smaug, yeah, thanks Creep Slasher, I fucking hated those two. Why were some of the Quest and PC appearances changed in 1.5? I guess because we didn't like them. I think that's the reason. Like, in many cases, it was like either we didn't like them, or they were not done properly, or we simply thought that they were too repeatable. Like, you know, all the changes that have been done, we always did it with a assumption, with basically to create a better value, right? To create a better, more beautiful looking game, you know, for you guys. So that's the reason. Like, I guess if you are referring to Saburo. Well, I mean, why do you think Saburo was changed? I think there is a clear reason, right? Why we had to, you know, change Saburo. So I hope you guys are, you guys understand that. Orstein and Smaug, yeah, I'm seeing that on the chat. Make love, not war. Hamster cuter, yep. Exactly. He confirmed that cat will be eaten by iguana. Jesus Christ, the hero of Fairlander. I have not confirmed any of that, my friend. Will there be a new game plus? Penzel asks. Pinzel, my friend. Pinzel. By the way, are you from Zakopane, Pinzel? In girls from the girls in the game program, we have Kinga. She is actually from Zakopane, and she can talk with a great dialect. And it's really always fun to listen to her. Pinzel. Słuchaj no, Joko, godam do ciebie. Po naszemu. There will be the new game plus. If it will be or it won't be, I cannot say anything, my friend, as you probably can understand. But as soon as we will we'll talk about it. Copti wrote, he was younger in 2023. Exactly, my dear chums. Bingo again. I mean, yes, yeah. He's not 100 years old. Exactly. You guys are clever. Laupel, thank you so much for the sub. My friend, you're the best. Saburo Romance DLC confirmed. Right, okay. Thanks. You Highlander DLC confirmed. Yeah. Do you plan to watch Batman? Absolutely. I absolutely do. You know what's funny? Like, Sapphire actually, I think, watched it today already. I will see basically how we will do it. Like, maybe watch it together. Maybe I'll watch it, you know, before Sapphire. I was actually like, today talking to my guests, you know, from Ukraine, that maybe I will basically we'll just go together and like watch it together here in the cinema if Sapphire already saw it. But Sapphire said it was awesome. Like, I mean, she can confirm, I guess, or deny. But she wrote me she loved it. She loved the movie. Oh, Creep Slasher wrote it was really good, honestly, much better than I expected. Huh? And look, here we go. You know. Here we go. Okay. My dear chums, I think we can go. Can we play the soundtrack of Cyberpunk outside of the game? I mean, yes. I mean, with the game, you got like bunch of goodies, and then there's the soundtrack, right, my friend? So, sure, you can play. Not sure. Not sure if I got the full context of your question. So, Strictly 9 wrote, I plan to watch Batman on Saturday, but I got COVID and I have to stay home. Oh, my friend. I mean, you know what? I mean, it's better to stay home with COVID, you know, get better, and then you can watch it, you know. I suspect like majority of big cinemas will be showing it for like 6 weeks straight or something. Okay, Saburo left the chat. Yeah. Okay, my dear chums, I want to like move on because I would love to play the game today, you know, and like I appreciate, you know, you guys are discussing, you know, things on the chat, but please, like, when you're discussing, even though I know that those are challenging times, try to be like respectful, you know, to each other, and try to stay respectful, you know, towards each other. Okay, my dear chums, let's go. I heard you guys are disgusting. Oh, right. Okay. No, Maliatla, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Like, how would I say it, you know? Do you have any knowledge of the Netflix Cyberpunk Edge Runners? I do. But I cannot share it, my friend. You know? I cannot share it, my friend. So, yes. No, I cannot. I cannot, my tubes. I cannot. Oh, Sarah. Yes, Sarah. I cannot share it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Quarantine the hotel. When is the next patch? I mean, my friend, last patch was like a few days ago, right? When we have fixed the Nahimic software audio issues and so on. Kazuliski Nani. Yes, this is torture. Oh god, no torture, my dear friends, no torture. Anyway, as soon as we'll be able to talk about it, you know, guys, that I will. How it is that after patch comes out, before the patch, you have so many questions about 1.5. Patch comes out and there's barely any questions about it. That's curious, right? And then suddenly everyone wants to know 1.6 or next patch or like whatever Edge Runners this time, you know. Do you really enjoy us knowing when you sick? Do you enjoy torturing us knowing when 1.6 will release, you sick bastard? I mean, my Armfell, as you can see, like as a director, I kind of know some stuff, but you know, like that's basically my job is also about keeping my mouth shut when it's needed. So I will try to do my part of the job. Do you guys remember like last time when I told you that, you know, you guys don't want me to stream as like former or fired quest director, right? Don't do you? Creep Slasher, okay, 1.5 patch, who is Angie? I cannot tell you. You need to figure it out, my friend. Pavo is literally master of holding back. Exactly. Do you guys remember this situation when you were asking me like, hey Pavo, you know, about like 1.5 and so on, and I fucking literally knew that tomorrow, so like next day, the release information is going out and I'm going to be on Tuesday on the stream and I couldn't say anything? Yes. FF06B5 answer when? I don't know, my friend. Did you guys decipher it yet? Because this is not my job to figure it out, it's yours. You know? When they will add you in the game? I mean, why they would add me in the game? You know? Why they would add me in the game? Like I'm just like a fucking, like a random, maybe like a random mob. I would love nothing but have more time to play Cyberpunk. Oh, Daka the Wanderer, I would love to have more time to do so much. You know, Hideo Kojima added himself in MGS. My friend, I'm not Hideo Kojima. I'm not sure if you're aware. Like, I'm just fucking like a random guy. So, like, you know, Kojima is not me, or I'm not Kojima. Like, come on. Starting my races with Claire right now. Okay. Deep down the above. Yeah, that's awesome. Pavel is one of the joy toys. God. Sasko and DLC and Bieshade DLC confirmed. Thanks, guys. Anyway, let's go to the memes. Pavel's in-stream personality split, and here you have it: guru, chief coach, comedian, singer, preacher, and voice actor. Hey, thank you. That's exactly what I'm attempting to do. You know, yes. And that's my split. Like last time we had a bit of a Guru Sasuke, but I decided that he has to fucking leave through the door, because that's, you know. Hello, Askild, good to see you, man. What did I miss? I mean, you have missed a bunch of discussions. Oh, and Dancer Revolver Salota, that's actually true, but I didn't show it off on the stream yet. You know, but we can keep the dancing stream. It will be during the you know, hot bath stream. So here we go. The bathtub. Yes. By some reason, my phone thought I'm talking to it. That's interesting. Actual back to Saburo. I was so excited to see younger Saburo in 2023. It was awesome detail. I really loved that. I'm glad you liked it. Cop T80. That's exactly what we were aiming for. First time on Power Sasko stream I was late. You know, that's okay, guys. I'm really enjoying and really appreciating the fact that you guys are here in general. And you know, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you here. Jesus, I see so many people lurking, actually. But, you know, to those that are lurking and are not saying anything, I'm glad you guys are here. And I guess you know who I'm talking about. How many hidden quests are in 1.5? I mean, if I will tell you the number, then I will just, you know, reveal too much, I think. You know, because I think the whole fun is in you guys figuring it out. So another 1.5 question: what's up with the NPCs who say that they are a legion for we are many, something wrong at all? Creep slasher, I'm not sure what you're referring to, my friend. I saw that E3 2018 FAMV facial structures were added to 1.5. Yes. Do CDPR plan to add also her hairstyle, makeup, complexion, at least make her one of ready, not modifiable presets? I really don't know that answer. I think like everything that we've been planning to add has been added already by our character art team, but my friend, I'm not a member of a character art team, so I really don't know. I suspect that like all the variants that our artists liked, they already did add. So I mean, but again, like not having it is really purely a creative decision. Bump that truck, good to see you on the chat. Thank you for being with us. Is Angie the same woman in Konpeki Plaza, or is this just a reused NPC skin? Shraft 2K, this is in the realm of secrets, so I cannot tell you yet. Cannot tell you yet. Okay, my dear chums, I think I will move on. You know, oh god. Okay, so I've seen that meme, and I think it's like really over the top. But I just wanted to say I'm really thankful, you know, for you guys. Like seriously, this is so nice. So there's like Steve Sasko, Charles Sasko, Bruce Sasko, and Pavel Sasko. Anyway, let's just look at those. Unparalleled sense of sacrifice, guided by one principle: always do what is right, loyal to friends. Doesn't kill, uses money for good, overcomes lack of superpower of ingenuity, not looking for fame or recognition. Voice of reason in tumultuous world, uses intelligence for good, champions empathy and tolerance, ultimate servant leader. Cole 5650, thank you so much for a heart and for being here. Sasko man, G Apollo, this is pure meme content. Yeah, it is. And then it's me. Yeah, post-war refugees, mentors, unprivileged girls. By the way, a shout out to Ula, my dear mentee. I'm not sure if she's watching, but I know that some other girls are. For instance, Martina Zielonodludek. Thank you for being here and watching. I'm having like, you know, regularly talks and calls, and we are basically learning stuff together. Donates time and money to worthy causes, shares knowledge and experience for free. You guys are the best. You know, I really want, you know, I really want to do something good, you know, in life, because this is really like what makes any sense. Everything else is like worthless, honestly. And hello Martina, good to see you on the chat. Zielonoludek, yeah, I see you. This meme is awesome. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, do you guys, I think it was Aristotle, like, who said, like, that life has no meaning until you give it a meaning yourself. And I'm really, like, a huge believer in that. That honestly, like, just life can be, can feel and can look worthless and just absolutely pointless. But then it's up to you, up to us as people to give it a meaning, you know, and find ways, you know, really how to actually like make our lives richer. And anyway, I'm not trying to say that, you know, I do anything better or whatever. Like, you guys know, like, each one of us is to answer their own, you know, is to answer, you know, for themselves, you know, if they are doing, you know, what they should, right? And still, like, I feel that I could be doing more. And I'm trying. I'm really trying, you know. Because I am very conscious that probably I have, like, 35 more years of life. If I'm lucky, right? Because I'm 36. So that's as much as is left. And that's not that much, you know. And I want to make this every fucking day count, you know. Anyway, my true chums, I really, that's some emo words. I mean, that's some truth, my friend. And I know it might sound emo, you know, but I know it may sound emo, but it's not really emo. It's just being conscious of, you know. Do you play today, Zenzul? Yes, we will play soon, actually. So yeah, anyway, we were just talking about existentialism right now. Pavel is Megablock04 quarantine related to upcoming Cyberpunk anime. I cannot say anything. The stupid blow asked these questions. I cannot say anything, my chum. This just got so dark. No, Moliata, it's actually not really dark. It's like, it's maybe like, I'm just trying to share with you guys like my source of purpose, right? That's really what it is, right? It's just sense of purpose. It's not dark. I'm totally fine, you know, with this realization that I have. How old are you? You look 33. I'm 36. I'm 36, my friend. Yeah. People like you know, it's just, yeah. It's just good Polish food, a lack of sleep. This is what makes you look young. Anyway, my dear chums, let's move on, and then we will play the game more. WrestleMania, Saturday, April, Sunday, April 3rd. Paweł Sasko versus Vince McMahon. Full control of the world of wrestling entertainment. Yes, basically the meme that Kamil made. I'm not sure if this is Kamil. Someone. I really like, you know what's actually funny? What's really funny is like the fact that Kamil like matched the eyes position, you know? So we always like, we look towards each other. And that meme, look. You know? Vierodine, hello, finally made it. Hello, Vierodine, great to see you, my friend. Anyway, my chums, Pretty funny. I think last time because of the my deal battle, everyone was joking that my signature move is like milk slap or something like that. Papa Pavel, when can we get a lightsaber in Cyberpunk? My friend, I don't think lightsaber is too cyberpunk. I think it's a bit too sci-fi for Cyberpunk. Hello, Pavel. How are you? I'm invited at a Red Bull immersion event in Paris. Okay, that's cool. I'm so fucking hyped. I have no clue what's going to happen there. Cripe, I honestly can share with you that I'm actually not fully aware what's happening there. I know about a bunch of different things, but not about this specific event. And I'm not really sure if I know. Oh, hello, Muzzy. Good to see you, Muzzy, on the chat. Evening, my friend. Muzzy is our or no, I think you dropped acting. That's the lead art QA in our company. Michał Uznański, good to see you, Muzzy, with us on the chat. As you can see, Muzzy has a diamond icon. So basically, he is commanding a team of chums that are taking care of all art-related QA. So basically art QA is always just checking, making sure that from the perspective of the world building, like when it comes to the technicalities, but also graphics, stuff and things, exactly. The art QA is basically making sure that the world is built as properly as possible for you guys. They are helping artists and so on, to just make sure that it all is done as well as it could be. Yeah. Anyway, okay, my dear chums, I think I actually wanted... So, maybe from this one, I actually wanted to go I wanted to go into something else. So, let me make the music slightly more quiet. So, my dear chums, let me actually go to this, because I wanted to share with you something else now. So, as you guys know, I think last stream, our friend Machiavelli joined to, make some memes and some interesting things for the stream, and I wanted to share with you this. Is that the proper panel? It is. Okay, so this is a pretty cool one. Like, I'm not sure if YouTube later won't mute me the music, but let's watch it. Because I'm pretty sure this track is under the... oh god, law. You guys probably can see it. No, it won't copyright? Oh, okay. I'm glad, Machiavelli. It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool, yeah, DMC, yeah. Vincent SV. Jason Hightower as Jackie Wells. Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhand. Emily Zellner as Panam Palmer. Rum Kenda as Goro Takemura. Carla Tassara as Judy Alvarez. Jane Perry as Rogue Amerideres. Michael Grigori as Victor Vector and Alexandra Skriba as Misty. Director Adam Badowski. Quest director, random dude with internet connection. Creator and writer, Mike Pondsmith. Drums. Anyway, pretty awesome stuff. Thank you, Machiavelli, for creating this. Actually, I think we all appreciated that and had fun with it. That it was actually pretty fucking awesome. Honestly, I didn't know that you, Machiavelli, are making the video montages. That was actually pretty nicely put together. pretty nicely put together. I think like all of us enjoyed it. Raveri asks, why did Jackie have to die so early? My friend, this is such a long topic, and I've been discussing this on previous streams quite a bit already. So forgive me for skipping your question. If you would want to really to check it, like there are videos on YouTube that I put together, you know, when we were discussing a lot about Jackie. I may go back to this after, I may go back to this when we will be playing the game to just like discuss it once again. Yeah, thank you, Machiavelli. Okay then, guys. So there is actually another thing that I actually completely missed that our friend Cogito has shared with me over the week, I think, on the Twitter. I just had absolutely no time to even answer that. But this is the one. So I don't know if you guys know that series, but I don't know if you guys know that series. When it's a series of like firearm experts reacts to basically different guns from different games. And I think it's hosted by PC Gamer, if I'm correct. And there's this guy, basically, that we're going to look at the moment, who basically checked a bunch of Cyberpunk guns.
This is Jonathan Ferguson, the keeper of Firearms and Artillery at the Royal Armies Museum in the UK, which houses a collection of thousands of iconic weapons from throughout history. And on this episode, Jonathan's going to be taking a look at some more firearms from Cyberpunk. Oh yeah,
that's our guillotine, and
some of which really made him laugh.
And our
mode, Stone Cold Killer. Happy slaughtering.
What's that? Wow. I don't know what to say about that. I kind of like it.
If there are any other games, guns, and mechanics you guys want to see Jonathan break down, let us know
and
in the
actually, like, this
below,
whole series is very entertaining, you know? So I really
like this on the channel,
in a moment,
including
I'll...
Loadout, a show where we take a look at the history and impact
in a moment,
of
I
some
will,
of the
like,
most
post the
iconic
link
weapons in gaming.
to the video.
Right, let's take a look at the guns of Cyberpunk 2077.
So I wanted to watch with you guys just the first one, you know? When he actually analyzes the...
Well, I expected wacky from Cyberpunk, and I'm not disappointed in that respect. My first impression is of a sci-fi Desert Eagle type thing, and we can see explosions taking place in the breach.
It's actually so interesting because
fire
I was
in the
a
chamber.
pleasure.
Now, if you see fire
I was a pleasure
from
to
the
taking
chamber
part
of your
in design
conventional firearm, something's gone horribly wrong. So I think these must be rocket projectiles or rocket assisted or
that was literally
something.
The conversation we
We've
had
also
about
got
this gun.
a really bizarre underbarrel type attachment. We do see periodic attempts to attach accessories other than lights and lasers to pistol rails, like bayonets, for example.
And it, like,
anyway,
with
this
the reload
one is
animations,
a
we really wanted to
flamethrower
give
of
the
some
player
kind.
this like
tiny flamethrower, which I think
feeling
might be
of
the
being a
only
gunslinger,
pistol
you know?
accessory I've never seen attempted in real life. The sights on this thing are really conventional. We've got
the reload animation,
Glock-style
it's
white
amazing.
Trough at the back and a white dot on the front. Very 20th century iron sights on this high-tech, albeit kind of parallel universe, from what I understand, weapon. Does look quite cool. It's got a magazine in front of the pistol grip rather than in it.
That was also like so many discussions we had
projectiles look
where
very
to
long,
actually
so
put
you
that
wouldn't put
magazine
those in the grip of the weapon. So you need a magazine, I don't know, either hanging off the back of the pistol, which would be wouldn't be great, or where it is. Makes the whole weapon longer than it needs to be. You have to put the barrel in front of the magazine in front of the pistol grip. It all makes for a very long gun.
That was literally like one of our discussions when we were like designing this gun. And you know, when we'll get there in the game, I will talk a bit about it. Yeah. That's
quite an interesting looking gun. I'm getting some Steyr AUG vibes from it. A lot of sort of
there's just much more, you know, of course, you know, in this video I won't be watching the whole here, guys, but I just wanted to mention this. I'll post it right now in the chat for those who just want to like save it and maybe like watch it like later. But definitely an interesting one. I'll also, like, when I'll you know, timestamp the video on YouTube, I'll also add a link there so that you guys can check it out. Really cool one. Thank you, Cogito, so much for sharing you know, this great link or resource. You know, here's the video on the chat, you know, for YouTube's. Chris asks, is there a DLC coming to Cyberpunk? Well, I mean, my friend, there was already a bunch of DLCs that we have released in patches. I think it was patch 1.3 and 1.5 primarily. Outside of just doing stuff, because we just added a bunch of stuff to the game that are technically not a DLC, but we just added it because we wanted to give you guys more cool shit. So basically this is what we did. But we are definitely working, what I can say is like that we're definitely working for an expansion for you guys, so that you can have more fun and really have a story expansion, my dear chums. Cyberpunk is awesome, especially last hotfix. Thank you guys. Thank you for this, Lavus. I hope that, you know, the hotfix helped. Like the last hotfix was really targeting this crash of the audio software. That was a really odd one because like even when we were in the studio using this exact setup, that players that had that crash, it didn't crash for us. And let's say it is a fairly rare, I would say, fairly rare problem, but it was still like enough that we, of course, you know, tried to do it. And like, I remember our IT team actually like put together a custom build to make it crash, right? To make it have that problem, you know, exactly replicate the structure that players have, you know, and it still didn't work. And it still didn't crash, right? So it's such a difficult one to just like deal with. But we did, you know, and I'm glad about it. Give us a small tease about the expansion. Ragnar says, I mean, Ragnar, like the tease I can give you is that I'll talk about it when I can. Bro, dedication 100%. Yeah, I mean, Machiavelli, of course, like, because we found out that like it crashes for some players and it was like, it didn't crash for anyone, right? Like hundreds of testers, you know, and players that, and people that played the game, you know, when we were playtesting 1.5, it never happened for anyone, right? So it was like, what the fuck? And then, you know, even custom build that was supposed to crash didn't. So it was just, I remember like one of our employees had their own private PC and was playing Cyberpunk and thankfully had that issue by some reason. So we brought that computer and we used that computer to like debug that and fix it, you know? Literally like just sometimes you're like, sometimes those issues are so fucking convoluted. Like it sounds like it's simple, but it's far from simple. And you know, of course, you know, it's your guys' right to demand for it to be done well and not have this issue. It's just, yeah, it's just sometimes, you know, such an unexpected thing. When it like suddenly some combination of, you know, software and whatnot just causes a crash, and you as a game dev, you're like, holy fuck, what I'm like, you're like, how the hell, you know, we are supposed to like track this down and fix. Sorry guys, there was no music, I just realized. That's why I turned it on. The commitment, Evelyn wrote. I mean, of course, like we don't want the game to crash for you guys. So of course, like if there is something we can do to fix it, we always try, you know, even though it may not, you know, look like that we do. It's too loud? Oh, I'll put the music slightly lower so that we have it a bit on the background. I hope that it's fine now. Okay, my chums, because there's again so many questions on the chat. Would it be possible to have CGI version of Male V added as a preset in character creator as well? He always reminded me of Jesse Pinkman. From Breaking Bad. Oh, I get you. Huh, interesting. Well, I mean, so I have to admit that is a request that I didn't hear yet from the players. And, you know, the way it works is like every time when you guys talk about something and make us aware that you would want something, it goes higher on the list, right? This is the way how it works. But I have to admit that is not the one that has been very often shared. I barely seen that online, and I'm literally fucking everywhere. Just with, you know, just lurking and trying to see what happens. Armin wrote, "Oh man, I can't wait for the next Witcher update to play for the 5th time. My friend, I cannot wait as well. I of course obviously cannot talk about the Witcher 3 update, but I can't wait to it as well, you know." Okay, mighty chums. What? Oh God. Cyberpunk 1976. Cool. I love version 1.5. Keep it up. Thank you. You have such good energy. I mean, I'm glad you think so. I just, like as we discussed in the chat, it's just cocaine. It makes you going. I'm 45 and I play the game very too much. It is wonderful on a mid-range PC. I'm glad you do. And besides, guys, like as we talked about before, a disclaimer: I'm a straight edge, right? I don't use drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I'm probably as far from drugs and alcohol as you could ever imagine. Mr. Whitey got attested. Yeah, exactly. Like in our game. Takemura Noma DLC when? I don't know, Shraft2K, maybe when you make it, my friend. Why don't you join us and fucking do it? That's my proposition. Just let's do it. Join us and then we can talk. Can we get an option to tell Joss and River that we are with Juby already? Why would you want to tell it? Why would you want to tell her? Tell them, that you're with Juby. I mean, don't you want to have two partners? I'm totally playing you right now. Yeah, I guess. Yes. Half Kill stream started. Yes, absolutely. Pavel, have you played Cyberpunk? I didn't yet, I'm sorry. Bean Cup Music, I didn't play Cyberpunk yet, unfortunately, just because of shortage of time. As you can imagine, I have to tell you, fucking last week and second week, that's been some intense shit going on, in the studio and in the world, and I've just have had no time whatsoever. It also didn't sleep that much, my friend, unfortunately. But whatever. Are car chases in Cyberpunk irrelevant? Battle Gaugavor asks. I mean, I think you asked that question already, and I mentioned, my friend, that I don't think they're irrelevant. As I mentioned, I think they just require much more development and work than what they've been given so far to really be fun and done properly. As you can see, they do exist in a game in some form, but that's not really what I would consider satisfactory, I would say. And we definitely know that you guys love them and want them. So, Battle Guarav, I'm not sure if that answers your question or statement. I hope it does. If you have more questions, of course, regarding this, just feel free to go. Hi Pavel, as a console virtual photographer, there's a bug within 1.5. Okay, a nice Beatstar, I mean, would be fantastic if you could... Oh, I think you posted it on Twitter, didn't you? I think I've seen it. The best is if you could push that to our customer support, because they will make sure that shit lands in our internal database for bugs, and it will be taken care of at some point. Depending of course how I would say game breaking it is. What's up, everyone? Stealth Spell is on the chat. Stealth Spell, that's Despina. Despina is a quest designer in one of my teams. Thank you so much, Despina, for being with us. You're the best. Despina's awesome, guys. By the way, she's doing a great job in the game. We've been reviewing her quest last week, I think, and it's really fucking fun for EP1. And she's also working on some secret stuff that we cannot talk about. So yeah. Anyhow, my dear chums, I think we really need to move on. We really need to move on, because honestly, I was, when I was starting stream today, my thought was I will just really quickly go through the memes and questions and then go playing. And literally everything, it's the same as always. It's already almost 9:10. Jira Backlog must be sweating hard. Yes, Jesus from space. Absolutely. Jesus from space. That's literally what's happening. A Blazing Storm 123321. Interesting. Just wanted to congratulate you and your team for patch 1.5. Thank you so much. The game is significantly improved, and it's legit one of my top 3 games of all time now. Oh, that sounds good. But you didn't see everything yet. So, I hope to climb that higher in your personal top 3. Let's see what happens in time, of course. And I'm not hinting anything, or announcing, or confirming. Okay, my dear chums. Needs more turtles. Who needs more turtles? Because I'm not. He pulled the teasing Sasko today. Miles collab stream when I mean we had 3 collabs already, my friend. If we were like using the everything confirmed, okay, cool. If we are using the influencer Twitch terms, we are not doing any collab. We were collabing already. We need robot Miles back. Oh yeah, the robot Miles had his internet dead for like last week. But I'm glad it's fixed already. Studio stream when? Oh, you mean like from the studio? Man, it's just like it's more secure than fucking Pentagon. So Miles is watching Batman. Oh, is he? Okay, that's good. Anyway, my dear chums, let's move on. Don't give up, never fade away. Yes, that was from the last. That was from the last stream. I honestly haven't been aware that I'm doing so many faces on a stream. Honestly. Like, Sapphire was telling me that I have a very animated face. Okay. I think time for a story. So there is a voice in my head playing. So time for a story. You know, guys, that in your head, in your face, you have a 12 pairs of a skull nerves, right? That are reaching like different parts of your face. So I had my face paralyzed twice, actually, on one side of my face and on another side of my face. That basically made my face completely like lose control. I lost control over like one side of my face, and then a few weeks later of a second side much harder, to the point that I couldn't close my eyes. I almost, like, when I was eating, like, literally food was falling off my mouth because I couldn't close it. And basically what I had to do was, like, I was getting face massages. I was getting, like, shots, in my nerves. Basically, and it turned out that part of my nerves is dead on my face. It was because of the cold. It was, again, Poland. Hey. So what happened was I end up actually training my face and doing all kinds of like trainings and exercises with my face actually to really, yes, because of cold. I actually have fallen asleep on the window in the bus during like freezing winter. And when I woke up, the whole side of my face was hurting me. And 6th pair of my nerves, skull nerves, was was like impacted, and like 20% of it was dead around. And that happened when I was 19, first time, and then it happened second time when I was like 21 or 22, when it was like one side of my face and second side. So basically I lost. Does it hurt like fuck? It hurts like hell, my friend. Horror stories, yes, a bit. But anyway, I'm just finishing. So through that, I actually went through like process of training my face and like exercising it to make sure that actually I can use my face. So I can really do weird shit with my face right now. Like move my eyes in very interesting ways, like for instance, move my eyes sideways like this. And all kinds of stuff, or like, or for instance, like I can, like this is a frown that I'm using on Sapphire sometimes, Yeah. Anyway, my dear chums, basically my because my face was dead. Partially, and I couldn't like move my muscles on my face, and just my fascia was fucking dead. I had to like train my face a lot, and I got to the point that my face is really like that my face really got like very I don't know, plastic. Was that your Godfather face? Yeah, exactly. That's my Godfather. Like Godfather is more like. Oh no, when did this happen? When I was 19. When I was 19 and 21. Anyway, my dear chums, end of the war fucking stories. If any one of you had the face paralyzed because of your nerves on your face, not fun. Don't recommend. If you do, just get the, do a lot of exercise with your face, and you can get it working back, properly. That doesn't sound fun at all. Yes, this night wasn't fun. I can tell you, like, the least fun part was when you try to eat food, right? And you, like, pour the soup to your face, right? And you end up, like, throwing it on your face and all your clothes, right? And you're, like, fucking keep on slapping yourself with that food, right? Instead of just eating. So you're just, it's definitely an experience, Lane. And I remember when I was like 21 or 22, and I was like literally in my home in Bieszczady Mountains, sitting down with my mom and stuff, and I was eating soup, and I felt, holy fuck, while the food is like falling off my mouth all the time, like I am literally terrible. And then I realized, because I'm slowly getting fucking paralyzed. I went to the mirror in my home, and I started moving my face, and I was like, wait, I used to like be able to stretch my face a bit more. Something is weird. And then I went to the hospital, and I said, hey, I think my face is getting paralyzed. I had it like a few years ago, and the doctor looked at me, dude, you're not getting paralyzed. It's already paralyzed. And I was like, fucking terrified. But anyway, it was okay, but it's fine. Oh, I see. Kaitek wrote to me. Kaitek is on the stream. Kajetan Kapuściński, our acting lead cinematic designer, or you're already a lead cinematic designer. Sorry, Kaitek, if I missed that. But great to have you, Kaitek, with us on the stream. Kajetan Kapuściński, I'm not seeing him here, even though it's interesting because Kajetan always he had a VIP status, but yeah. Anyway, I'm glad Kaitek you're with us. The thing is that Kaitek got like his child was born, I think, at the beginning of a year. So Kaitek is a father. And if you're wondering who Kaitek is, he was with me on a stream, on like second or third stream. We were together talking about cinematics and stuff, so you probably remember him. Kajetan Kapuściński, that's his name. Little Pavel's son, daughter when, oh god. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it to Sapphire, she will get terrified. I sometimes joke like this, but Sapphire will get terrified. When it's ready, Machiavelli said. Well, I mean, that's kind of true. But more than anything, Daddy Saskolol thanks. You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious. Hello, Pavel, and everybody. Excellent as always. I'm not sure what you mean, Guadalupe, but great to have you on the stream. Let's move on. Okay, let's go. So I have to understand. I didn't understand this meme. This is the first meme. That I was like, wait, what? They don't know I'm just a random guy, some guy with an internet connection. Yes, I'm a random guy. Pavel famous last words. I can't say anything. So yes, they don't know I'm just a random guy with internet connection. I'm not sure. I'm just like this guy in the corner in the party. That nobody wants to party. That's the idea. Golden meme. Thanks. V Sasko. Okay. Where's Sapphire? I mean, I think she's home and she's on the chat as well. I'm not sure. Kushix, what do you mean by where? I think she's home and she is on the chat. You can see her writing from time to time. Where is Sapphire in the meme? Oh, you're right. That's a good question, my chum. I don't think that person that made the meme thought about it. Wait, what? Okay. Sorry, I skipped too much. Another Pavel preparing for upcoming stream. No way Pavel would stand the load. I mean, El Bugato. Yes, El Bugato, I would just dance with woodmen, you know, in that corner. That's basically what I would do, you know, just woodman boogie. Pavel, how old are you? I'm 36. I know I fucking act like I'm 14. But anyway, it is what it is, you know. That dance, oh, thank you. It's like I have a good control over my, upper part of my body because that's important when you dance salsa and bachata. He's 69. Yeah, mentally for sure. Wait, what? Cyber Caldos. Pablo, I didn't know your flexibility, you're facing the wall and you're texting from words. Okay, cool. Whatever you say, sir. This is a puzzle, nice, okay. Anyway, just let's move on from that milk meme. I think it was fun. So now we have some art. So I believe this is Alvarez, right? And I think Zwei tweeted that. I think Alvarez drew it for Zwei. I believe that was the case. Okay, I want to read the comment from Strictly 9. When I was 14, when I was 14, I get bullied a lot. One day I was crying with my arms and my eyes, and I pushed them against the wall to hide tears, even though it was not working. I cried for a long time, and when I removed my right eye was kind of stuck and keep looking up, and I didn't be able to make it look down. It was the most terrifying 15 minutes of my life. Jesus. Holy shit. Man, like you have some strength, you know, to be able to push your eyes like inside out or something. Damn. I hope your eyes are back to where they're supposed to. I mean, you said terrifying 15 minutes, so hopefully, eyes are back where they're supposed to. For Celeste wrote, "Hi Pavel, I'm one of the devs for Cyberpunk 2069. We love if you could check it out, our game." I mean, my friend, people in my team actually, or my teams actually have checked it out and played it. So I myself didn't yet, but it's not, like, I would actually love to, I just don't have time. And I really, like, I have so little time for everything because I'm like, there's so many different things that I need to focus on that I constantly don't have time for everything. But I really would love to, and I will, I promise. I promise to check the Cyberpunk. I'm actually really curious, to be honest. And also because I heard a lot of good opinions. Cyberpunk asks, Mike Pondsmith, please talk about his current involvement. I'm very interested in he has to say to the game right now, or was he just there for the initial version? I mean, Mike's involvement is pretty much the same as it used to be throughout the whole time. And I don't think it has changed much, to my knowledge. So Mike is our consultant. We check stuff with him. Like, again, like, Mike is basically working on Cyberpunk Red, as you know, and working on multiple books. I think Talsorian is releasing, I think this year they mentioned 3 like add-ons books that are coming for Cyberpunk Red, and I think this is a main focus of Mike, but again, that's been before like this, right? Because he was focusing on pen and paper while consulting with us and discussing various things. Like, I had actually a few meetings with Mike in person and online. Patrick Mills is in regular contact with Mike Pondsmith. Sometimes when we are unable to like catch each other to talk, we just simply like send him an email like asking him, hey, if you could please, like, you know, share opinion regarding like certain things that we wanted to do and so on. So in a way we sort of work parallel, but we sync, right? And we just discuss and we treat him as an advisor, like the same way as it always been for the past few years right now. Like, again, so the simple answer to your question, what is Mike's involvement? It's kind of the same as it was with Cyberpunk. Yeah, so not much changed on that front. And I kind of like it because I think we have a pretty decent cooperation together with this. Yes, my dear chums, we need Mike Pondsmith as a guest, even for it's a short time. I like to ask him about Morgan. Oh, Machiavelli, but you mean like a guest on a stream, I guess? I'm just not sure if Mike would agree, to be honest. I mean, after all, I'm just a random guy, you know, and I'm not sure if he would just have time for it, being completely honest with you. I mean, I agree it would be nice, you know, I would be honored to just have him here, you know, and talk. If Pavel plays Cyberpunk, which life interest will you choose? I mean, Rocker Girlfriend, so Zwei, because now I know you're Zwei. I actually don't know what are the available laugh interests actually in the game at this point. Because I was not completely oblivious about the game, but I don't know these details, so... Pavel, what's your favorite side quest from Cyberpunk? I think it has to be the Sinnerman. I think it has to be the Sinnerman. I mean, but there's so many good quests, you know, that I'm just... It's just difficult to... It's just really difficult to say, like, Pyramid Song is amazing. I love, like, one of my own quests, which is the, Dancing with my axe. Sorry, like a Supreme. I love like a Supreme, you know, so the Concert of Samurai. Like, there's so many good quests. Like, I love Dream On. It would be hard for me to decide. Because, like, when I look into, like, storyline, like, I love the you know, the investigation together with River. That one is awesome too. It's just it's not that easy to decide. Like, whole like Nomad storyline, right, is awesome, and it's also side quest. So kind of difficult to say. But again, like, you know how it is. It's just like, because I'm in a way responsible for you know, the quests and their quality and what is in the game. If I wouldn't like them, they wouldn't be in the game in most cases, or they would be different, you know, in the game. So, like, for me, it's like I kind of like all of them, you know, in a way. I can't imagine leaving something in a game that I would just dislike and be like, no, this is like terrible, or like, you know, I would believe that the quality is too low or they're just bad. So I just like a lot of them, honestly. You know, I'm not even talking about, like, minor quests and stuff. Jesus, like Skippy, or like the roller coaster, you know, or like the one that the Spina did with the turtle, you know. Yeah, like a Supreme Camionette. Machiavelli wrote, I love comic relief characters in serious quests like Wayland or Henry. Yeah, that's the thing. I love it too, right? Like, a good comic relief character is always, I mean, it's often a good addition to the narrative, you know, and Henry was fucking hilarious. So at least we gotta live together. What do you mean? Sorry, Camille. What do you mean? Cogito wrote, public service announcement, only 60 minutes left for meme review, so make sure your questions are in. Stop, Cogito. We are moving on. Anyway, so my dear chums, I wanted to point it out. A really cool drawing from I. Alvarez. Wanted to point it out. Zwei, so Rocker Girlfriend, posted it on Twitter. I just wanted to mention this. Also, because of this, you know, here you have Rocker Girl Zwei, like a logo. I think it was made by I. Alvarez, so that, you know, Zwei can actually use it for the jackets and stuff modded in the game. Yeah, it is amazing. Yeah. Nibbles, yes, it's like Nibbles with gloves and like with samurai pendant, and then you have the dog tags of Johnny, and I guess this is Zwei's dog tag. Just call I Valeris as Val. Yeah, it's Grindera, it's complex. Hello, Chris, 8107 in the chat. Good to see you. Nibbles that bites. I see, Rocker girlfriend. When do you start work tomorrow? Come on, play some. I'm not sure what you mean, but I start work normally around 9 in the morning, Polish time. I'm often earlier though, but yeah. I'm finding new combat AI very challenging and very hard. Wanted to say thank you for the fun and amazing challenge, Night Tilt. I'm glad you actually really. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Like there was a lot of work put on the side of gameplay team to improve on that front. I love that the majorities of the quests are named after songs. I mean, all of them are strictly 9. All of them are. It's just like only quests that are not named after the songs are quests that happen before Johnny Silverhand appears in your head, because those are the quests sort of because journal is written by Jackie at that time, so that's intentional. And during the game, the only quests that don't have the real song names are quests that have fake song names, because those are the songs by Samurai, because this is a story from Samurai, and those are the quests that I designed. And in that case, it's like Chipping In, Dancing with My Axe, Love Like Fire, and a few more like a Supreme. Those are quests that I basically intended to use songs from the lore of Samurai, so to keep like a vibe, you know, so that keep like the lore that those are actual real bands, you know, there's actually real band. Anyhow, my dear chimps, let's move on. Here you go. So I think, oh god, I don't remember whose drawing that was. I forgot, my dear chums. You guys probably know better than me. Whose drawing that was. Oh, yes, that was Valerie Silverhand, exactly. And I'm not sure if Valerie is with us. I think I saw her on the chat. Yeah, nice big artwork, Machiavelli. Cool that you like it. This is amazing. Will there be more Samurai songs? Yukanova asks. Oh, Yukanova, I cannot talk more about the future. I cannot talk about the future, I'm sorry. She's at brunch with her parents, so she can't join us today. That's okay, you know. Parents need to have a brunch with her from time to time. Yeah, exactly, NDA. I mean, I cannot talk more about the Samurai songs, unfortunately, you know. Anything regarding future plans and stuff like that, unfortunately, I'm sorry. Is there a specific reason for it, naming after songs? Okay, I think I can share it. Of course it is. So, like, as I was trying to like explain to you guys when we were like, you know, during the streams and stuff, that we as devs, we try not to make random shit, right? And one of the things that we have done was that we looked into various ways how to actually depict Johnny Silverhand really merging and gluing and slow sort of like his personality slowly leaking into V's personality. And our idea was, what if aside of the fact that you sometimes see Johnny in the mirror, what if you know, you have Johnny in the, you know, in a photo mode when you're playing those flashback quests? What if you know, you see V more often using left hand than right hand as Johnny is? What if you see, you know, V actually playing the guitar while suddenly she wasn't able and now she is? So like there's various things that we are doing, and the names of the songs are actually really songs that you as a player, as Johnny would like to listen to. So basically the songs that we picked are basically the songs that are a musical taste of Johnny Silverhand. That was kind of the direction, right? That's basically what we have decided to pick. Like all of those songs, they're not random decisions, because as I told you guys, we don't do random shit, right? We don't do random picks because that's just pointless. So basically, like the titles of the songs, this is literally Johnny's taste, you can call it, like this mostly, right? Because there's more nuance to it. And those songs have been picked very deliberately. Okay. Those kind of details are amazing. I'm glad you guys like it. Like, again, as you can see, like, there was a lot of thought put into this game. Like, we didn't do just random stuff. You know, literally just tried to not to make random stuff. Is there any serial Witcher Easter egg reference that haven't been found yet in Cyberpunk, Pavel? No, I don't. I think all of them have been found. I think all of them have been found. Because there's more than I think majority of you know, because some things are kind of niche, but I already seen them online. So I don't know if you, Hero Tony, actually, if you know about all of those Easter eggs that have been found, because some of them didn't really like gather much, how to say, attention from the players, and some of them are very tiny. Some of them are just very, very small, I would say, because there's also not that many of them. That's a separate like topic. And that was the intentional. Yes, Bells of Laguna Bend. That's correct, my friend. Let's get it slightly louder. I love the pun reference with Happy Together. Yeah, exactly. The Long Crossing. Louder, Despina. Despina, you're becoming one of the freaks, Despina. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Despina. I'm always scared that many Easter eggs are time sensitive, and I always play at Meet Hanak and Embers. The majority of Easter eggs are not really time sensitive, so, but yeah. Yggdrasil wrote, I'm so glad I waited to play Cyberpunk until 1.5. Loving the game more each day. That's amazing, Yggdrasil. Thank you so much for playing and for actually coming over, you know, to say hi. That's really awesome. Yeah, Cyberpunk soundtrack is Chef's Kiss. Yeah, it fucking slaps. Absolutely slaps. Stealthfield wrote, I'm honored. Yeah. One of us. Oh god. Okay, Chubs, Jesus, I'm not keeping up with the chat, seriously. Hi Pavel, recently finished Cyberpunk Anti-Hero 761 wrote, I want to say thank you. It's a fantastic game and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much Anti-Hero for playing the game, and really like, like try out, you know, if you like the game, you know, maybe like have a break, you know, wait for any new stuff to come out and then maybe come back to it and play completely differently than you played before. I think you will be surprised, you know, how difficult how different the experience can be actually with Cyberpunk when you really like decide to go with vastly different choices, different order of quests, and so on. And thank you for playing, you know. That melody is so beautiful, yeah. I think that's Piotr Adamczyk. I'm pretty sure that's him. He composed the Bells of Laguna Band. Pretty sure that was Piotr. Okay, my dear chums, I think that we need to move on. We need to move on. Okay, the next one is this. So wait, is there? Yes, okay, that's the next one. So this is actually from Pinky, I think, right? Pinky, is it you? I think that's you. Right, that looks like your place, Pinky. Yes, it is your place, Pinky. Okay, yes, so here you can see the Pinky shrine, and actually that case is really cool looking, you know. Here you can see it like lit up and stuff. Really cool idea, you know, to put this lights around. I like the blue curtains. Yes, definitely. The blue curtains make the light be blue, I guess, inside. And like that seat, you know, that beanbag from like the you know, Normandy. Would you happen to like raccoons? Just a guess. Exactly, Cogito. Like a fucking wild guess. Wild shot in the dark. Exactly. Wild shot in the dark. Anyway, really awesome stuff. I'm glad you know Pinky, that you have made something that you like, you know, and that you feel good in that space. That's important. You know, that art's right, exactly. What's your favorite Polish Easter egg from your games? Oh, that's a good question, Revolver. Actually, like purely like Polish one. I think that we'll get to it in a moment. Actually, so let me move on, and I will say it because like I think a lot of you will recognize it. I mean, a lot of Polish people. I'm back. I was making good old Irish tea. What I miss. You missed few memes and laughs, Cybercaldos. So all good, my friend. Good to have you back. My whole room is Cyberpunk museum at this point. Oh, my friend, it's literally like my whole flat, and then my life is a Cyberpunk museum. Szymborska's poem, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Lara Keel wrote Panzer Boys, exactly, the Panzer Boys. That's my favorite Polish one. We'll get there in a moment, actually. So that's another drawing from Alvarez, so from Val. You know, I think this is Valerie Silverhand with her husband again together. Pavel is a Cyberpunk museum. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, man. I'm 36. You know, I feel so old now. I feel like a museum. Good idea. You can never have enough CP stuff. Oh, yeah. I have so much CP stuff. Was Claire Russell Williams a Formula One team reference? According to my knowledge, it wasn't Juarez. It's more of an accident. But according to my knowledge, right? Like, there's so many designers and writers and others, you know, in our team that I wouldn't be able to tell, you know, 100%. But I don't think so. Pavel, I feel so old. Sips milk. Thanks, Chubs. You guys are the best. Anyway, I think I'm not even pretending that we're playing the game, right? I'm not even pretending at this point that this meme review is not taking 2 hours. Sorry, guys. Let's move on. Anyway, just wanted to show you this. Do we have anything more? Wait. We don't? That is strange. Let me... Oh, we do. I knew that we do. Okay, Burodine. I'm not sure if Burodine's with us. Really awesome looking, like art from Kerry Urodine, obviously. That is a pretty cool shot, I have to say. With that swallow. That's a pretty high quality swallow, goddammit. That's a normal one from the game, or you modded it? It looks modded to me. Tyler McVicker is raiding with 93 people. Holy shit. Hello, Tyler. Good to see you, my friend. We are right now, you're looking at some art from Burodine. You know, I'll, to greet Tyler, I'll just sip a bit more of my milk. How are you doing, Tyler? How's life, man? Anyway, good to see you guys and good to see all the raiders. We're right now looking at some art. I'm not seeing Burodine on the chat. Burodine, oh yes, Burodine is there. Oh, from AMM. Okay, I see Burodine. That's cool. Seems like this game is a virtual photography Eldorado. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I think so too, and I'm really thankful that you guys actually really like, Cyberpunk when it comes to actually shooting the photographs, I guess. Modders for Cyberpunk do awesome job. Also, I'm amazed they also really help to play. They also really help to play a game much more. Yeah, absolutely. Like I really hope that we won't ever support modders, and I really hope that we can do more in the future. So I absolutely love it. Some cool jam. What a music, yeah. It slaps, exactly. Atlantis, yeah. We're going to be in Atlantis today, hopefully. There's a question, is Stone Cold Mode in Skippy a reference to Stone Cold Steve Austin, former WWE superstar? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, but my friend, again, is the same as with Claire. Like, there's so many people involved that you would have to ask the author directly, so you would have to ask Danish Markiewicz in this case. And what song that is? That is Atlantis, obviously, my friend. Hello, Dome R10. You guys are the best. Atlantis is now ramen store? It is. Okay, so here you have the answer for a question regarding my favorite Cyberpunk Easter egg. Now, I'm showing you this, but I should have shown you first this one. So this is actually one of the pictures, you guys saw it, from the Panzer boys that you get as a player. And you can see Rudy at the back, right? Yeah, that's the Panzer. So I think that's like my favorite Polish one. And like what is amazing is like what PinkyJulien made is this. This is some fucking awesome shit. Like honestly, I'm like, look at this. Holy shit. PinkyJulien. Yeah, like a remastered version. Yeah. Question from Jamhood. Have you played Deus Ex games? Absolutely, all of them. If yes, what do you think about them? I'm really a fan of Deus Ex, like a bigger fan of the older ones than the new ones. But the new games, definitely, I definitely liked the new ones, you know. And for me, they were somewhat an inspiration for Cyberpunk. Maybe not that much, but like somewhat. Like I definitely like loved the Deus Ex, and like a lot of traits, a lot of like small storylines in Deus Ex. So, yeah. And there's like the older, especially older Deus Exes were in a way a great inspiration for our playstyle approach in Cyberpunk when we've been building our you know, locations, levels, and everything connected to that side. God. Deus Exes, okay, cool. Best game ever, yo. Oh, if you think so. I'm not sure if you're talking about Deus Ex or Cyberpunk, but no matter which one, thank you, Right92, Rights92 for being with us here on the chat. I think a lot of inspirations came from Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic, absolutely. Like Max Headroom, you guys probably know him. He's an inspiration for our Delamain, right? Like especially the visual part. There's a question from Cyber Caldos. Have you played Uncharted series and Ratchet & Clank series? So I actually have played all of the Uncharted games and all of the Last of Us, and I have played also. And when it comes to Ratchet & Clank, I didn't. However, I have gifted a Ratchet & Clank, the old one, to the newest one, to Sapphire. I think on her birthday, as a present, as one of the things that she got from me. And she has played it, and I was sitting on the floor next to her, just enjoying and watching. So I basically watched Sapphire play whole last newest Ratchet & Clank from beginning till the end. Giapolo asked if Uncharted film is any good. It's actually a good question. I went to Uncharted with Sapphire a few days ago when she was in Warsaw. We went to see it, and I cannot say it's a good movie. Like I was slightly disappointed, I have to say. Sapphire was laughing of me because there were moments when I was literally falling asleep, and I shit you not, like I enjoy those games, like really. Like I honestly feel that the games are so much better than the movie was. So it was kind of like I was like, okay, it's just like so. Guys, talking about it and looking at what PinkyJulien made here, I wanted to talk to you about like one thing that I wanted to explain regarding like my movie taste. There is a storytelling theory when you're building your stories called Embers and Fire. right? And embers are all kinds of effects, are things that make things look good, right? Like, those are classic Michael Bay movies, like shit ton of stuff explodes and so on, you know, those are embers, basically. But then there is also a fire, and fire is actually a soul of a story, actually what the story is about. If there's a much dramaturgy, if there's actually many dramatic questions, as we call them in on a storytelling field. And for me, it's like extremely important that when you have a game or when you have a movie, you have a good equality between fire and embers. Now, for me, the Michael Bay movies, at least the older ones, they were all full of embers and kind of little fire. And the Uncharted has, unfortunately, this problem, to me. That has so much ember and very little fire. And there's just so little soul. Like, I don't know if you saw the movie or not, but like, I wish it to be better. Because, like, you know, like, visually, it's great. You know, VFX wise, you know, green, like, when it comes to the whole, CGI work, awesome work. Like, seriously, it looks great. You know, you watch it, you enjoy it. There's many nods to, like, Naughty Dog and stuff. I like that stuff. You know, I like the fact that we are taking the games and making, like, you know, something else out of it, you know, as you have, like, I don't know, with Witcher and Witcher series in Netflix, with Cyberpunk, and then, you know, Edgerunners and stuff. I like that stuff. But I think, like, you still need to follow simple rules of creating an art when it comes to storytelling. You need to have a fire and you need to have an embers, right? If you just run on embers, it won't work, honestly. And seriously, like, I had the crisis when I was watching the movie. At some point, I was just I was just really falling asleep next to Sapphire. She was laughing at me because, like, I was at some point like, just what's happening? Oh shit! Okay, they still keep going. Okay. It's like I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss anything. So, anyway, I think for the fans, and I consider myself kind of a fan of Uncharted. For the fans, I think it's cool to see it, but maybe just go with, like, low expectations, I would say, and just go to it being like, yeah, it's just like a nice movie for an evening with a girlfriend or boyfriend, and, you know, that's it. Yeah, I think that's the way to approach it. Anyway, Hollywood mostly destroys souls of movies based on games, Warcraft, Uncharted. I mean, Cop T18, it's kind of difficult to grasp, really, like, the soul of the game or a movie, you know, to really turn it into something really valuable. You know, you need to find your own fire when you're, like, building a movie based on the game. It's not really a trivial task, I have to say. I can't be as bad as Uwe Boll movies. I mean, Uwe Boll movies are actually the exact example of basically a lot of ember and almost no fire, my friend. If you use this theory to explain storytelling-wise, you know, the value of that movies. This needs a TV show, 6 seasons and a movie. Okay, cool. Anyway, my dear troops, let's move on because we need to play the game finally. So this is our dear Mitch, you know, from PinkyJulien. PinkyJulien just wanted to say chapeau bas, man. This is fantastic. I really, when I saw it, I was like, this is just like my jaw dropped, you know. And the fact that you have made that jacket, man. The fact that you have made that jacket, really cool, you know, from that picture. No worries, PinkyJulien. You're the best, man. Anyhow, let's go further. So that's the one. Okay, so this is Small Sandayo, actually. Small Sandayo posted it. This is, of course, Vidan with Oda, you know, both chilling out. Do you guys have a feeling that Small Sandayo, since he started since posting the first pictures months back, they were, like, weaker? Oh, he's not here, unfortunately. Yeah, I've heard. They were, like, much weaker, and, like, he got so much better in that stuff. And I was like, wow, like, this is, like the quality actually went up significantly. I was like, damn, Like he's just getting better and better. Like you guys basically are really, really awesome. Small Sandayo is joining CDPR tomorrow. Wait, what? I mean, I've heard that Small Sandayo has a talk. Oh wow. Okay, well, Small Sandayo will get a diamond icon from next stream. Wow, seriously. Wait. That is insane. Okay, I hope that Small Sandayo will message me, you know, me or Despina exactly or others, and say hi. That's so cool. That's our first official recruit from the stream, hey, you know. Wait, Dartas wrote, I'm joining CDPR from May 2022? Really, Dartas? Are you? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what teams you guys were hired for, but that sounds... that sounds cool. Oh, just kidding, Dartas? Okay. Freaks are storming CDPR's office. Hey, I mean, you know, guys, if you're able to pass the recruitment, fucking hell, doors are open, you know? 2 hours of stream, lol, 3K. Yes, I'm aware. We're moving on. My friend. Jesus from Space wrote, my grandma is joining CDPR next month. I mean, if you're Jesus from Space, then your grandma is from Venus, I guess. So I'm curious, like, what department Venus is joining. You know, she's joining. Anyway, breaking news. Yeah. Okay, anyway, anyway, I'm glad you guys, I'm glad you guys, I'm glad you guys, are having fun. Yeah, I see that something happened, haven't seen anything pop up in a mod view. I see Sapphire Road to Revolver. I don't know what happened, Revolver. I hope everything's okay. I'm not sure, so yeah, Revolver, if you can just repost your question, like, you know that I love your questions, like I must have missed it. Maybe just didn't send it up. I guess Twitch is bugged sometimes. Like I try to read everything that comes in on the chat as much as I can, of course. Anyway, if you're hiring in Los Angeles, hit me up. I would love to quit my current job. I mean, it's fine. We have an office in LA, but that is primarily a PR and like how do you call it, like an IP related office. But you can check out our website and basically see what openings we have for LA office. I suspect that there is something. I'm not sure, Valerie. I'm not sure. It's fine. What is your breed? Like, what's your specialty? What you actually work on? But yeah. A Shaft wrote, I applied to Boston office to work in their IT department. No call back. I mean, yeah. It's again, like, it's CDPR. Unfortunately, you know, we have so many people applying that sometimes it's difficult. So, like, really congrats to Small Sandayo for really making this fantastic fucking progress and really applying to CDPR and managing to get through. Damn. How old were you when you started at CDPR? That was 10 and a half years ago, my friend. So that I was 25 and a half, basically. And I was in the industry for 6 years at that time already. Because I started in the industry when I was 19. Like directly after high school. When I started studying, I already started working. So yeah. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So another one from Small Sandayo, actually a really cool one as well. You know, with this like shade, you can see it here, you know, together. It's interesting because I think this is Oda, right, on Vidan's arm. And it's interesting that like, you know, Oda has like blue hair, sort of like bluish Oda. Official Oda art now, the Lamed wrote, yeah. Rogue left the chat, oh. A game-related question, is the team considering a dynamic limited HUD for CP77? Sort of like Horizon Forbidden West. I think there is a related mod for PC, but would love to see something on that on consoles. as an OLED owner, that would be awesome. I am that shot, GG. I have to admit, my friend, that I didn't see it. And I don't really know exactly what you're referring to. So I will research that after the stream, because I'm curious. So I'll check it out, what you're actually referring to, because I don't know what dynamic limited HUD is in Horizon specifically. Like, I suspect like lots of games have dynamic, HUD that like shows up at the moment when you need it, and it collapses, disappears, everything when you don't. But I'm not sure if this is like that simple, or is there's much more. Do you celebrate some devs' work anniversaries in the studio, Revolver Ocelota? Absolutely, we do. Actually, you know how it works? Is like every year when we have our Christmas event, when we meet, all our studio meets, and what we do basically, we read names of people that have their 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, and 25th anniversary, because this is as old as CDPR is, right? Like 25 years are only people that work on that like corporate branch before, when CDPR was only a localization studio and so on, but we still have people from there. Primarily our board, of course, is 25 years, but there are some people that passed 20 years exactly. And I remember, like, I think for 25 years people got the custom made guitars for them with like CDPR logotypes. For 20 years they got like jackets and something more on top of that, like Cyberpunk stylized jackets specifically made for that anniversary. For 15 years there were like swords, with their name, like just personally made for you. For 10 years, Jesus, I don't remember what it was for 10 years. I think there were also some form of a jacket, something really cool looking. It was for 10 years. And for 5 years, I got like because that's the one I got already. I didn't get yet mine for 10 years because COVID. So maybe I'll get it next year. Maybe hopefully we'll get it this December that is coming, basically on Christmas party. But like for 5 years I got like customly made Gwent sort of bottles with like alcohols, with customly made glasses in like wooden case, and that is basically for what we've been given for 5 years. So it's like every company does some sort of celebration, and in our company it's always related to the games that we are currently working on when your anniversary happens, right? So like I have this like Witcher Gwent stylized set basically that I keep in my wooden case, and I just can't wait to see what I'll get for 10 years. I think it's going to be Cyberpunk related because like this is what I'm working on right now, and I don't know, I suspect it's going to be some kind of jacket, but those are always customly made. This is not like stuff that you can get or anything that we get before, which is really awesome. Review of Edits asked, did someone say Gwent? Yes, I did. That COVID incident, yeah. Small Sandayu sending their kisses, tears of joy in cold Warsaw wind. Yeah, fucking Warsaw can be cold as shit. Seriously, and in winter, and it can be sometimes really, especially when the wind is blowing. I remember when Sapphire was here like for a bunch of times, and it was like windy as hell. She was frozen to like ice cube. Did you see Rockstar Games reference Johnny's Porsche in GTA, where you can apply a lever to car called Rock and Roll Legend and it looks like Johnny's car? Ragnar, I have no idea. No, I didn't see it. Can you post it on my Twitter or something? Do you have any link or whatever? Like if you have, that would be fantastic. I've never heard of that. So are they making a custom-made Crystal Palace model? Lol. Well, I think Crystal Palace is like when you spend 50 years in a company or something. Rockstar loves CDPR. I follow some of them on Twitter. Oh, okay. I'm glad they do, Machiavelli. But did Rockstar say some not nice things about Cyberpunk release? I mean, that was one of the producers, Zwei. That was not, that was T's 2 CEO. Well, anyway, it's only a CEO. It's fine, you know. It's only CEO. Nobody, it's only a CEO, so it's all fine. It's anyway. You know what? It doesn't matter. Like I'm really a a fan of like we should like really support each other as devs, and sometimes shit happens, and I really like. I wouldn't ever be going like online or anywhere and just saying shit about other devs, what they did because I know how complex the game development is really, and it's just, it is just like really convoluted, and sometimes you just end up in the situation you don't want to be, Yeah, and then they released GTI Definitive Edition. Yeah, I know, Machiavelli, I know, but it is what it is. I know that they're working hard to improve it. I think they already said that some patches are coming for it, so I'm pretty sure that they will improve the game. Anyway, my dear chums, let's move on. Some love for Panam. I actually have no idea who drew it. Oh, I see some credits here. NW 2022. So hey. Here you have it, Panam in a bit different... oh, that's Wolfie? Wait, what? That's Wolfie? Damn! Wolfie, you improved so much. Fuck. That face is actually... Like, guys, what is actually the hardest thing to draw? People faces. Like, people faces are one of the hardest things to draw. Because if you learn to do that, everything else is kind of simple, Because with the face, you need to do so many more things. Because otherwise you fall into, not hands. I mean, hands are difficult to Ezio. So that's a good point. But, faces are really difficult. Because, like, if you do any misstep, you instantly fall into, the, how'd you call it? Oh, God. You know what I mean. When something looks like a human, but it's not. Uncanny Valley. Absolutely, Wunderlag. Thank you. Thank you so much for the hint. Yes, you just fall instantly into Uncanny Valley, So it actually takes a lot of skill, to draw it. And I really, like, Northern Wolfie, like, I remember your drawings from, like, a year ago. Like, did you compare your drawings to this stuff? And like see basically the progress you did in a year? Yeah, it's a good song for Wolfie, I know it's sad, but Goodbye, V, never stop fighting. Yeah, Wolfie said that she did the comparison today and she was crying. Yeah, I mean, exactly, like, because I can see the difference. Like, I can see the difference not seeing your work right now as a comparison, and I can see the difference. So, like, never stop really moving forward, Hi bro, is it possible to be a quest designer with no uni degree? Of course, my friend, half of my team has no uni degrees. So, no problem whatsoever. I honestly don't care about uni degree. What I care about is what you can do. What kind of person you are. Do you have fire in your heart, right? Are you willing to fight for it, for what you want, Do you have passion in you? Do you have skill, Are you able to communicate and discuss? Are you able to accept completely different point of view, thrown at you? Yeah, you guys are ready?
We had to pay the price.
Yeah, that song is incredible.
I saw in you what life was made.
Revolver wrote about the Uncharted movie. I wanted to write the problem with Uncharted movie, as with many other game adaptations, is that developers don't understand the language of the games and what made them great. So when they try translate entire plot, scenes, dialogues into a movie series, this was the case, for example, with Assassin's Creed. Oh, I didn't see the Assassin's Creed movie, where the director probably thought that people were most interested in the modern times, and that was everything must be super serious. Yeah, I mean, good point, Revolver. I think, like, in general, really the skill of really being able to adapt your work to actually medium that you're using and your audience and the times is really, really important. Are there programming tests for people applying for an internship? Absolutely, my friend. Of course there are. We do tests for everyone, pretty much. You cannot really get a job without a test. I fucking love this song, honestly. Like, maybe this is what I should, like, ask, you know, to be played on my burial. Maybe this is really what I should ask to be played on my burial. So no gameplay today? No, of course there is gameplay. We are moving on there. T-Bug and the T-Bear, of course, you know, T-Bug and Bugbear together from Grindera. Pretty awesome one. Exactly, T8-Bear. Yeah. T-Bear, I guess. It works, you know, with this, like, black and white picture. Yeah, Machiavelli wrote, remind me there a theory that T-Bug faked her death. Not saying anything about this, of course. Wolfie wrote, Pavel, thank you for so much of the kind words. Today you got no idea how much encouragement it gives. Seriously, love you, man. Hey, I mean, I love you back, Wolfie. Really, like, I love the people that put time and effort into their craft and really become better. Like, honestly, I can see you getting better being like an external dude that just saw some of your drawings throughout the year. Anyway, I'm not sure if Grindera is with us, but I just want to... yes, Grindera is with us. Yeah, Grindera just discovered the wonders of black and white photography thanks to Valores. Yep. When did you hear First Never Fade Away? Oh God. I think it was during the development, you know, when we were discussing with the composers, when we were actually talking about the spotting, you know, and what spotting is for the game and for the movie is like when you are actually trying to design and agree what kind of music, you know, should play out in a given section of the game or a movie. This is what spotting is, when you are like trying to figure it out. Thank you, Kopti, for gifting a sub to Mule's Space. It's really nice of you. It's really nice of you. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, I think that is it, actually. I think that might be it. Let me really quickly take a look. That is it. Actually, I think that's everything, and I didn't miss anything. Holy shit, I'm just... it was so long. I don't know how I'm doing that, guys. You need to tell me. Like, honestly, every time when I try to keep the meme section, art section, a freak segment, you know, a life advice segment, a dating advice segment, short, every time it gets longer. Every time it gets longer, honestly. It was longer than last streams. Yeah, Lucas, I know. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's awesome that we talk, but holy shit, I need to, like, keep myself in check. Why don't you stream earlier? I mean, because in most cases I just do stuff, you know, during the day, you know, my friend. So that's really what it is, you know. Let me load the game in the background while the music is playing. Fade away. Karaoke Sasko, yes, exactly. Yeah, the song is almost over, you know. I don't want to interrupt the song in the middle. So we are going to play with the song for a moment. Okay, chums, I think that soon we'll be switching to the audio from the game, of course. Just looking around, you know, on the atmosphere in the club. This is so cool. I fucking love this song. Okay, my dear chums, I think the music is over. So I can switch now to the music from the game because I have made the master volume. I think we normally use 40. So I hope you can hear the game. I was wondering how long it took you over a year to beat the game after these few streams. I see why. Chaxfo. Hey, I mean, seriously, like we are very thorough. We are doing a 100% run. Hello, sir. Really interesting pants. Oh yeah, and fries. Quality fries. Okay. Ask around for Rogue. Okay. So, guys, here maybe we can talk a bit about like creating actually the atmosphere of not Johnny's childhood. What I wanted to say of like 2014, right? When you are here, actually even pay your debt to bartender. That you're actually as a player, you know, really entering that. And as you can see, like we try to actually look into the style and like appearances of those characters. And if you look at them, some things, you know, of course, you know, are repeating and are reused also later. But in most cases, you can see and follow that they are not so augmented. They don't have as much cyberware as they used to, you know, in the Night City or in 2077. Bangs more than 2077. Yo. Okay, the DJ is definitely into this. I'm not going to.
Silverhand, got an IOU here with your autograph on it.
Okay. Pavel is ready for the fight. No, I'm not. It's those are. I'm going to like giggle them. It's your lucky day. Okay.
Guess it's your lucky day.
Ah, much appreciated. Want a drink?
The usual, please.
Oh wow! You can see here, the Long Crossing. Hey, thank you for being here, and bye. Thank you for coming over to the stream. Okay, let's have a shot of whiskey. By the way, I don't know. Probably some of you recognized, you know, the homage, you know, in that glasses. I guess you do. You did. Wait, I wanted to. Oh, I cannot zoom in because I'm Johnny, right? Makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Blade Runner, exactly. A classic glass. You know, a nod to the Cyberpunk classic. Blade Runner glass, exactly. Do you think all the balance changes are finished? No. Or is there more work to be done? Yes. It would be great if there were more varied buffs for food, drinks, and if alcohol like the Jack Wolves was useful instead of just debuffing you. I mean, I think alcohol in most cases just debuffs, you know. But again, it's like we we normally like we take a look on the feedback, you know, from the players after every patch and basically try to improve stuff, you know. So we know, of course, you know, that the work is not finished, you know. There's much that we can still do to make it better, actually. There is fun if no debuff with alcohol. Oh, right. I was wondering if CDPR can add a higher resolution export for photo mode. Huh, just like in Minecraft, that way someone with a 1080p machine can still create beautiful 4K screenshots. That's interesting, Drelovs. I actually have no idea, you know, what are the technicalities behind that. I will need to ask, you know, if that's even possible. Anyway, finished my glass. I wanted to check. I would see animations from eating and drinking stuff from inventory. Camille wrote. Huh. I mean, interesting idea. Chronic Jester asked how much was inspired by Blade Runner. What did it make into game besides the glass? I mean, you can probably see that a lot of the visuals, especially like stuff around the Sandstorm, actually have a lot of that kind of a feel. Like if you will drive actually around Night City with this, especially I guess around the industrial districts, with the Sandstorm happening, you can really see that it actually looks like the last movie in moments. So there was actually quite a bit, you know, when it comes to the art. Specifically.
You seen Rogue?
She's upstairs. But I heard you two weren't,
Well, you heard wrong.
Oh. Because I don't know if you guys know, but Rogue is my former girlfriend. I mean, Jackie's, Joni's former girlfriend. Yeah, and you can see here, like, for instance, he is augmented, right? But he has the older model of the arms, right? Like we are consciously not using, and of course, you know, still people in 2077 use it, kind of, right? But you can see that those are more like prototypes of what later will become usable. And here you can see that Cyberware is like much bigger and much bigger and like heavier.
I'm busy.
Yeah, I can see you're busy. Yeah, there's a question, is this a member of Brainiacs? So, like, we didn't, as you guys know, we didn't really, like, use Brainiacs in the game as an actual, like, gang or a group. I actually don't really know the lore behind, you know, what happened with them past 2020. But one of the things that we wanted to do, we wanted to show them and have them in some kind of a form here. That's why, like, in a low key, we are suggesting that they are here, you know, that they exist still and survived, more of a like a trends in society rather than you know, an actual gang, you know, fully fledged gang. Don't miss the trigger next to the dance floor. Oh, did I miss it already? I don't know where the trigger is.
So, I've been on your mind?
Oh, have you been to my mind? Hey, Trigger.
Got some sugar for me?
Maybe, baby. But you gotta do something for me first.
Whatever you want. Just not this minute. I'm in a hurry.
Damn it, he had to say no. Annie Trigger, Capolino, my beloved, Green Dara Road. She sounds like Juby. Maybe that's the same voice actress. I don't know, actually. You guys can check probably in the credits, you know, if that's the case. I would love to see an option to sit down anywhere in Night City and look around, maybe in the next patch. I mean, exit to the next level. This is a very, you know, I don't want to make it like a big deal out of it, right? But it is a pretty complex thing, considering that you need to make sure that all the proportions of all the seats, chairs, and everything is actually properly followed, and that's not always the case, my friend, unfortunately. I hope, we can select some NPC hairstyles for thee. Like 2077 Rogue, Claire, Panam. Oh, that would be great. I mean, I think, like, the thing is that unique NPCs have also, like, unique skulls and heads and everything else. And the thing is that V, by herself, she's also unique. So that kind of hairstyle would have to be uniquely redone or remade for V specifically. It's not that we can just use it right away, right? my friend. So that's why it is, I think, a bit more complicated than it sounds. However, I absolutely agree with you. That would be great. Rogue is best. I'm glad you like her.
Seen Rogue around here?
No. G saw her, though. With somebody new.
Oh. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. I'm just looking around for at stuff. Oh, hello. Another person looking like a Brainiac.
And definitely don't wash it down with G2.
Why not? You try it?
Damn, okay. Talking about Shoutout. Interesting hair, my friend. Very stylish. You guys talked about like you guys talked about the trigger, but I guess that's who you meant, right? Because I don't think there's anyone else. Because this we visited and so on. Can we go to the booth? I don't think we can. No. No, I don't think you can go in. What do you think about walking sims? Some of them essentially make walking itself extremely fun without it having other mechanics necessarily. But how do they pull that off? Some make traversal itself extremely fun, but what if the circumstances of the story limit the game to non-fantastical elements, parkour and such? Yeah, I mean, a good question, Script Slasher. I think like the walking simulator itself, it is a difficult one to pull off. That's why a lot of games, add, all of those like fantastic elements and so on. Like, I don't know, even looking at the games that, have a bit more mechanics, like, oh god, of course, the True Colors that came out just recently. Sorry, the third game in a series. Life is Strange, right? I played like first and second Life is Strange and I really loved it. But like, again, like there are like supernatural elements sort of to the game and it's awesome. Like I really personally loved it. But it's difficult to pull off just a walking simulator that is like, let's say a modern game when everything is realistic. Hey, my friend, how's life? Yeah, okay. Okay, playing that tune, cool. Okay. So I'm supposed to go to Rogue, my chums. I think we're ready to go. Life is Strange 1. Yeah, Life is Strange 1 and 2 are actually I think are pretty awesome. I didn't play True Colors though. Did you guys play it actually? Do you guys know if True Colors is any good? I'm actually not sure, how it actually turned out, the game. Needs some more good dialogue. I mean, the like in walking simulators, like the only thing you really have is the story, and then you just look for some unique element, and that's why it very often end up being like some fantasy setting or stuff.
Fucking fuck. Johnny, give me a hand here.
It's so good, actually. I heard it's great. Oh, Creep Slasher wrote. Oh, interesting. I mean, that's the thing. I've heard so much stuff, online about like various games, but actually about this one, not that many people talked. And it kind of like quietly faded out. So I would just love to check out the third release. Life is Strange, but again, it's just time for me. Revolver, do you sometimes feel you can't enjoy movies or games as a viewer or a player because you think about many things in terms of useful in your work? Yes, Revolver, I'm an absolute fucking psycho when it comes to that. Like, I analyze everything. However, when I do a conscious effort to be like, okay, I'm forgetting that and just like enjoying it, as I'm doing with like Disco Elysium, then I'm enjoying it, I think I'm able to do that, but in a way I also find this like a specific type of enjoyment in like being able to like analyze and understand. So yeah, Nightclub 77. Oh, good to see you. You came in a perfect time. Pogoshansky wrote, no questions, I just want to thank you for the work you've done and your continued support for the game. Thank you so much, sir, and for everything that You know, and please remember, it's not only me, but the whole team. So as I understand, you know, this is all for the team, you know, that has done amazing work. It feels actually great to, you know, walk around and meet friends. Sapphire wrote, he does analyze everything. Thanks, Sapphire. Awesome. Cybercaldos wrote, Miles mentioned Judy Alvarez had different appearance before her current look. You did other characters like Panam have different looks before the final version. Be cool to have it alt appearance, is it alt appearance as Johnny's? I mean, my friend, so that's interesting because we do always iterate character appearances, and most important characters change the most. So naturally, Judy and Panam had many different versions, and I think there is online a concept art of Panam, like her early versions, that you could check out. Basically, if you were like interested. Oh, you didn't say that was bad. Oh, okay. Thanks. Please DLC. The nightclub wrote. I mean, my friend, you can believe me that that's exactly what we are doing for your chums. You know, it's as with 1.5 or 1.3. You know, we will talk about it when we are ready, you know, to provide you guys with some stuff. Nobody can top Henry's appearance. I mean, I'm glad you liked it. Yes, that's me sneezing. Okay, thought you weren't talking to me.
Heard you weren't talking to me.
Dunno. Seem to be talking to you.
How about now?
Now you can go fuck yourself.
That was interesting interaction, you know. But guys, because I saw the questions in the chat regarding the left hand, right? You could see that Johnny, basically, he is using his left hand much more than V is, right? On those flashbacks and so on. So, go fuck yourself, family-friendly stream. I mean, well, what you can say, you know. Johnny, the one rude boy. Absolutely, he's just one rude boy. Okay, my dear chums. Oh, interesting. I found the door. Hey, cool pullover. Cool pullover. It was actually so funny. Like, I think yesterday or day before, one of our like mentees, she saw my picture from like 2015 when I was on the panel of like 10 years of The Witcher or something, when I was in a sweater, and she literally asked me like, do I still dress up like a grandpa? And I was like, hey, thanks. I don't dress like a grandpa anymore. But yes, this is basically what teenage girls say, you know. So when I was younger, I was actually dressing up as much older person, you know, savage. Yes. I mean, no. I mean, actually, she's a really nice person, you know, a really cool one. It was just, you know, she was just laughing. But yeah, it was funny. Interesting. Hello.
What's up?
What's up? Okay, cool. You know, where is my rogue?
Nope, no idea what happened. Could be.
I can just grab like a random beer. Yeah, what's up? Just grab.
It's you. No, keep it. Who the hell knows where that mouth's been?
God.
Silverhand. As lonesome far as I can tell.
That was a good line. That mouth be everywhere. Exactly. Who knows that mouth be? Oh God.
Johnny.
Wait, who is Eagles? Is that's Eagles, right? That's it. Yeah. Angles. Geez, I don't know why I read him as Eagles. I was under the impression that actually we had some chat here, but okay. So we can go through here, but I don't want to yet. I want to check those people. Hello.
No, I'm just fine. Thanks.
Okay. Don't want to talk to Johnny boy. Hello, bros.
Don't talk to me.
Okay, that was very straightforward. Damn. and Rude flat out rejected them. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. Night City literally being hell. Yeah, exactly. Just like through that, red glass. That's the thing, like, when we've been, like, working on this, we just, of course, couldn't afford, like, a completely different version of Night City, right, for 2014. So what we wanted to do, we wanted to basically create a variant of existing decorations to provide you guys with a variant of, like, believable version of this Night City, from the time. So, like, we have kept the key geometry and, like, removed some ads and, like, swapped some planes to basically make sure that it kinda looks believable and, like, as like 2014 version.
We got a problem?
No problem. No problem, my lady.
3 minutes to get out of the building. That's it.
Nowhere near enough. Shockwave's gonna fuck with everything within a 500-yard radius.
Damn. They, like, discuss about some heavy shit here.
What, you fucking forget who you gave the job to? Or were you trying to kill the motherfucker twice, just to be sure?
Randy and his crew were faster. End of story.
So this was a fucking race?
Something like that, yeah. That new client paying double for express service.
I love chats like this that you can, like, wander around, just look at stuff. Hello, boss.
Hey, do I know you?
Nah, but you have cool mask. You have definitely cool mask. Okay. Oh, hello.
What do you want, friend?
Just wanted to compliment your outfit. That was it. Okay, chums. Well, I think that we are going to talk to our friend here so that we can pass. What's up?
How's things, Engels?
Got a private meet going on in there.
Private meeting. Oh, wow. Did you start working full-time in the industry when you were 19? I started working for an indie. It was not full-time. I was working sometimes from home, sometimes going and meeting people, sometimes like doing the umowa dzieło stuff. So like I was just hired for some time to do something, like some design works or some implementation work, sometimes some testing. And basically I was working for like sometimes various companies. It really depended because at the very beginning it was really messed up. Like not messed up, it was very messy because at that time it was very unclear, like how the industry is going to look like. It was also the umowa dzieło stuff, exactly. So at that time it was really like the industry was really like not mature at this point. Like we were like straight after demo scene and the indies haven't been born yet, sort of like the Bride, like one of the first games that will actually earn the name of the indie game. I think it hasn't been yet released, so it was this transition when the indie games were kind of getting born. So it was this time, so definitely not. But then it took me like few years of doing those like small things, for the industry. But I worked for a few different companies on actual games that never really got released. All of them got canned, in some form, and it was really sad at the beginning. And then I actually got hired by Metropolis Software, that was owned actually by CDPR at that time, and I think it was 2008 when I was hired. It was great, and then everyone was fired in 2009, I believe, and the game was cancelled. And then I moved to Reality Pump to Krakow, where I worked for 3 years, and then 2011 I moved to Red. So yeah, it's just. Did you have experience working with Gavin, male V voice actor? Actually, I didn't, my friend. Why it got cancelled? I don't know, Camille. At that time I was just a designer / QA, so I just didn't know. I assume like there was various things that the project was going through that time. In 2009 there was this moment when like the whole market crashed. I don't know if you guys remember that. Some of you might be too young to really know that story, but it was a tough time, really. Like Euro got really expensive at the time. We were working as a studio on like Rise of the White Wolf game. I think, I believe, and that was made in Lyon, you know, by a French studio. So we, as a studio, we were paying them in euro. That euro at the time was extremely expensive because Zloty lost so much more. So the company was in trouble, in financial trouble. You guys know it because it's a part of a known information when the project was really at the edge of bankruptcy, right? And that was a time when just the game that I was working on with Metropolis Software, it was like 80 people, maybe like 60 something to 80, something like that. It was cancelled, and all of us were like let go, and also a lot of people working at that time were let go. And then basically I found a job in Reality Pump in Krakow, and this is where I moved. Yeah. Anyway, widescreen games. Yeah, Vojta knows a lot about this, about all that old story. Did you really start working with 19? I mean, so as I said, I was doing work for indie companies. There was a bunch of different work that I was doing. There was like a, and my friend, to be frank, like at the beginning I was working for free, completely for free. Nobody was paying me for anything, right? So I was just working just for an experience, so you can call it, was like an internship. But again, like we are talking about times when stuff like that really didn't exist. Like you didn't have an internships at companies like this, like Unity, you know, hasn't been available, you know, Unreal was basically only for Unreal Tournament as a shooter game. You know, like they were like vastly different times, you know. So I was working for free at the time for various smaller companies. There was a company called Undead Society that doesn't exist since long time at this time. It was like a first sort of indie company. We were working on a game called New Dawn. That was like a CRPG game, kind of a post-Fallout-ish type of a game, but it was complete indie. You know, I was working for free at the time as well. That was like my first design job. I was working on some match-free games, you know, for some smaller indie companies. So yes, I did start working when I was 19, but those are like very small jobs for a person that was just starting. So like nowadays you would say that it was like internship jobs, I would say. And that was going for 2 years, 3 years before I was hired in 2008 as an actual like designer slash QA in the Metropolis Software team. So that was like, I think for 4 years. I think 4 years, 3 years. Yeah, it's just long time ago. But yeah, it was basically like this. I mean, it's kind of long time ago. Yeah, it was kind of long time ago. What was the first video game you made? You made you go, holy shit, video games are awesome. Jesus, I think it was Baldur's Gate. I think it was Baldur's Gate 1. That was the game that fucking blew my mind. And this game and first Tomb Raider. First Tomb Raider that I played and Baldur's Gate were like the first games I played. Tomb Raider like amazed me that you can do the game in like 3D and stuff. But like Baldur's Gate amazed me when it comes to story and storytelling. That started home my path. Sorry guys, and we are talking so long and I really want to progress with the game.
Rogue back there too?
Yeah, just...
Yeah, private meet, so you said. Promise to be super unobtrusive.
Okay, Chooms, let's go. Interesting space.
God, I hate this fucking town. I hate these slimy fucking fixers. I hate this fucking bar.
It's interesting that Rogue says that she hates this fucking fixers, then she becomes one. That was actually our conscious decision to show her transformation and change, you know, as a character.
Johnny.
Oh, they've seen me. Dominic wrote nice AI improvements for PS4. I mean, I don't think all AI improvements are visible on PS4, but definitely there was ton of AI improvements in general. Atlantic music kicks off. Young Rogue is a vibe. I'm actually really I'm actually really happy that you guys like Rogue, you know, because that's one of the characters that I was working on as a designer. Like Rogue and Carrie are the characters that I think had most impact on. And I'm so glad, because like one of the things I really wanted to show, I wanted to do it that you as a player, you are going to meet a Rogue, older Rogue first, and that you will going to meet like this badass older woman in a way, who's still like really attractive, can really handle herself. Because like as a dev and as a person, I really hate fucking stereotyping on all kinds of ways. So I really tried to like build something in a mature way, and in a way, for me at least, like when I was designing that stuff in like 2016, like I had my perspective was that we are lacking like in computer games a lot of like mature women, right? We had mature men, but like mature women are actually such a, like, I couldn't even come up with one example. Like, sure, Yennefer is like 100 years old, but she looks like 25 and acts like 30. So that's not really a good example, right? And sure, Rogue still has like all those augmentations and so on, but you can still see her age and keep her attractive. And like one of the things I wanted to do is like have an like mature woman that is clearly like older than the normal age that you have in the video games. Because I was really struggling to come up with an example of like action character. Keira Metz. Well, I mean, Keira is the same example as Yennefer, right? Yeah. Old Rogue is very clearly more charming and unique. I love her. Yeah, I'm really glad you guys do, because like we put much work really like into just making Rogue literally like feel like a badass. Yeah, the Rocker girlfriend wrote, Rogue is more than a MILF if you actually play the game. Exactly, you know. What about Meve? I mean, Meve is like 30.
Okay.
Like Rogue is like 90. Or like what? She's like we established she's like 87. Like Meve is like 30. Like what in what word 30 is older? Because my friend, I'm 36. If 30 for you is an older woman, then I'm literally you know at my grave at this point. Creep Slasher, I'll be right back, no worries. Does Philippa count? Well, I mean, Philippa is the same case as Yennefer, Triss, you know, Keira. There's just, you know, Molespace, ask why no Denny romance. My friend, I'm so glad you asked. Like, I love this character. Denny is like one of my characters, actually, that they worked on, and I really want to, like, I wanted to, like, I really wanted her to be like a bit bigger woman, but in the same time be really attractive, well put together, and just looking like really standing out on the screen. Like I absolutely I absolutely like love Denny, and that was just my like I really asked, you know, our character art, like, can we really go, like, can we really make like an attractive and in the same positive but like bigger woman character? I remember we had this conversation, you know, because of course, you know, she had to have custom animations because of that and so on, but they did it because like we wanted to actually make it like work, right? And she looks so good, actually, because like that was again like one of the things that I never saw in the computer games, which was like, give me a because there are always like you know, bigger, thicker dudes, you know, in computer games, but there's rarely thicker women who are on the top, because if there are, they're then you know, treated as bad/ugly characters, and I wanted her to be thicker, but in the same time a positive character, and in the same time really attractive. You know, that was like my that was my angle. You know. Giga Chads, yes, big booty. Yeah. Well, I mean, that was not exactly what I was thinking about, but I just wanted to make like, you know, I really wanted to make my characters like stand out. Damn, Pavel going off. Okay, sorry. I'm not going off anymore. Anyway. Law's Lad wrote, I designed my V like Denny first playthrough. My headcanon is they are sisters. Okay, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Who made Woman when he reminds me of Tony Soprano? I mean, El Bugato, I'm glad you're such a fan. So Woodman was made by our character on team. I don't know really specifically who someone made him. I think he's a character from the story that Sarah Grummer, so the woman who is in my team. She is a fantastic quest designer and coordinator in one of my teams in the quest team. And Sarah designed a large part of that storyline together with Magda, who is a senior writer. Oh god, my chums, I need to go. I need to move on. Don't know you. Oh, so that's the moment we get to know Santiago.
Don't know you.
That's no problem. Just as long as everyone else knows Johnny Silverhand.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, I remember when we were designing that, you know. Okay, guys, a behind-the-scenes story. Jesus Christ, there's so many points. Behind-the-scenes story from Olaf Koloff. Behind-the-scenes story from Olaf Koloff. So when we were actually like looking into designing the Never Further Away, one of our angles was, okay, we really want to like bring back some of those older characters, you know, and by older I mean like coming from the lore, and make a conscious decision regarding which characters will actually transfer to 2077 and which we want. And our first angle, which I think was incorrect, was to pick actually everyone. And when we did that, at least on paper, because I don't think we ever implemented that, but when we did that on paper, we were like, no, this actually feels a bit weird, that actually all of those old characters come back, literally because it felt like fan service. It didn't feel like an actual real story. It felt not believable that like by some reason all of those characters are still around, you know, so much time passed and nothing changed in their lives and so on. So we were actually trying to strike a bit better balance, you know, to have some older characters and some newer characters together. So this is basically what we did here. So that's why you, for instance, have Santiago, you have Rogue, you know, Saburo, you have a bunch of others. Good to see you back, Creep Slasher. You were gone for 5 minutes, literally. Can you expect expensive story this year for Cyberpunk 2077? Foreign asks. My friend, by expensive, I mean you mean like an actual expansion. My friend, I unfortunately cannot tell you anything about our future plans. Like, I can assure you that we are working on expansion and we're working on stuff for you guys, you know, besides that. And that's, you know, that didn't change. We are still improving the game because we are all aware there is work to be done. And you know, and we're very happy you guys liked 1.5, and it gives us like more motivation. But I mean, well, I mean, we've been never low on motivation, to be honest, but more like incentive to really like work for you guys because you like it and you show appreciation for it and you play the game, which is awesome. So that's as much as I can tell you. Like, we are working on stuff for you. Like, I'm literally daily reviewing quests or like talking to people about stuff. So it is happening, you know. No details, but lots of confirmation. The Cyberpunk ILP will thrive. Yes, I mean, I guess I confirmed everything I could, which is not that much, but you know, I can tell you that, you know, like what we said that we're doing, we are doing. Okay, need your help. Got timing and found you. Rogue, what a surprise. So I need to convince her to help. Rogue, what a surprise. Okay, we'll play cocky.
Rogue, lovely surprise to see you here.
Okay.
We're waiting for a client. One who values discretion.
Cool. You can see basically Hound's like 1.6 tomorrow. Sarah, I'm not saying anything. You know me. Like, even if fucking 1.6 is coming in 1 minute, I won't say anything. So, you know me. So, canonically correct, always cocky. Johnny, canonically correct, exactly. God. Guys, don't scare the shit out of me and don't say things like that in the chat. Anyway, so one thing I wanted to point out here, look at the cinematic designer's work. Like, they basically made, you know, her, you know, instantly close position, you know, as she moved away from me really clearly. Witcher 4 next week. You guys are mad.
So much so, he himself didn't show.
No point in sitting here then.
Still mad at that thing? I got a job for you too. Witcher Online when? I mean, El Bogato probably just after Woodman is released.
Time.
As like collectible figure. Okay.
I got a job for you too. Urgent, but pays right.
How much?
Butt out. This isn't your biz.
Is now. Rocker just pulled out his wallet.
Don't you get it? He's not here about any damn job. He's fucking with me. Last time
So this time, you'll be smarter. Take your eddies up front. So, how much, Rocker?
One thing I wanted to point out before I progress, look at the body language, you know, of Johnny, right? That's called body presence. We talked about it, right? In the previous streams, I was telling you guys, it's important so that you feel that you're actually there in a first person. That's really important. Second thing is, you can see basically how Rogue's pose actually developed in time, you know? When you will actually look at it, you know, always, when you look at it, you know, how she sits right now and how he sits in Afterlife when you meet her. You know, you can still like see that, okay, this is the same person, but just you know, moved on when it comes to development, you know. And then look what happened to Santiago. His body movement, his body actions are, he moved forward and like put his elbows on his knees, like looking at you. So this is normally a position of someone who's willing to listen and who's curious, you know, what's actually happening. Johnny Man spreading, kinda. I mean, maybe not that badly, but you know, he is a bit, I guess. Okay, it's Arasaka.
It's Arasaka. I'll understand if you'd rather not.
If you wanted my attention, you just earned it.
Oh, really?
But if you're aiming for a friends and family discount, I'm not your man.
Corpos, riding in on them hard. You two do that for fun.
For fun, but not for free. We leave that to rocker boys.
Oh, really? It's a cool scene. I love it. I love meeting those badasses. I'll pay double your standard. It's important money is no object.
It's important. Name your price.
Ah. So you're either made of money, or you think we won't live to collect.
Uh-huh.
Either way, Rocker, you're coming with us.
Right. Got a deal? Guess I'll keep looking. Got a deal.
Deal.
That it is.
Let's go.
Urgent indeed.
Shit, Johnny. Didn't notice you had a fucking tail?
Mr. Silverhand, you're coming with us.
Oh, damn. Sure, can I finish my drink?
Sure. Let me just finish this.
Poor people. Poor people.
Play with me? Come on.
I love playing as Johnny. Woohoo! Okay, guys, let's go.
Surround him!
Fucking love this gun, by the way.
I'm impressed.
Ooh, headshot. Oh, you're impressed? Thanks, Rogue.
Are you Mr. Popular? Blocked. We're going down.
Aren't you Mr. Popular? Okay, where should we go? Where should we go?
Laser focus, come on!
Cover you!
Jesus Christ.
Hey, leave a little for me.
Damn, this gun.
Soldier KIA!
A helo? Is this real?
I'm terrible.
This time, Johnny.
Threat detected. I love the fact that, you know, when you're playing as Johnny, you just have this different UI. Jesus Christ. Leave my rogue alone.
Take cover! Get wrecked!
Jesus. Okay. Locking on target. So cool, actually, you know, when you... What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ.
Yes, fucking own it!
Gotta admit, have been missing that. Oh, yes. Absolutely. That's such a cool space, actually, for combat. I wish there would be more, actually. Like I feel like I would love to like have a longer shootout here, you know, because this was a bit too easy, you know, for my taste. Okay, chums, such a cool moment, love it. Okay, anyway.
Let's get out of here.
Dead, Corporal Scum!
Okay. Shit. Did Santiago get shot or something? Jesus.
Elevator now.
Fuck elevator now. Okay. It's a very interesting command, Rogue. Not going to do that. We can like walk into the elevator, but okay. She has some ideas, this woman. Okay, Dziewczyny. This looks so good. I'm sorry guys, but I'm literally in 8th. Damn. Love this. Like I never saw it with RDX on, you know. Pablo behave. I mean, it's Kinky Rogue. I'm behaving. I'm really nice today. Okay, my chums. I think that we're going to move. Camille, you are sending me such a long question, you know, when I'm during combat. I have a question related to pool table interaction. This apartment, we should middle finger when he fails putting a ball, but why so vulgar? Why making our character showing middle finger? If we can decide if we want to smoke or cigarette or not, if we want to drink alcohol or if we want to show the middle finger to Johnny or after conversation. I think options saying would fit too. That's a good point, actually, Camille. That's a really good point. I agree with you. I agree with you. It actually should be a matter of character expression rather than automatic thing, you know. Where's the elevator? It's coming. Enter the elevator, okay.
Elevator, quick! Not even sorry for you.
Damn, okay. Chums. Waiting for Santiago.
Got trouble in heaps.
Should we go? Should we go, Chums? Okay, let's go.
More at the bottom. Bet you thou.
That's so cool. Damn, she has one badass gun. By the way, I don't know if you guys realized, but we made a completely custom gun for Rogue.
Coming.
It's based in the Unity.
Thomson's waiting for me in the car.
Who?
Media, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, and it's like because we wanted to like completely flesh out the characters, so that's why she has her custom. That's why she has her custom car, you know, in the game. That's why she has a custom gun. Damn it! They're powerful. Like I honestly just fought nothing. You know, I just came over and was like, whatever.
Fight! Join you in a sec.
I mean, you guys are doing great. I can just chill here and like read chat. Have you seen Cyberpunk VR mods? I absolutely did, my friend. Atomics. Absolutely did. It actually looks surprisingly good. Oh, he used to have a head. Damn, this looks so nice. Huh. Holographic tree.
I'm impressed.
Thanks, I'm impressed too, actually, to be honest. I was expecting to be fucking terrible in this.
No mercy.
Jesus. There are some real bad people here. Like, I think this encounter is awesome. I would just love more enemies here. Just maybe some heavier combat because I'm on very hard and I barely sweat. Like they seriously are so OP, those two. I mean, let alone like in 1.5, probably one of the things that you guys seen on the notes, you know, from
That healer could come back. We'll be back.
From the patch that we have made followers actually much more powerful. Woohoo! That's our wheels.
That went well.
Faster.
Move, go.
It's so funny that he like
Get the hell away.
that he like smacks the
Behind you.
that he like smacks the horn. Okay. Hello. Thomson, let's get the hell out.
Company, on our ass.
Oh shit.
Arasaka! If they hit the car, we're fucked.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm so bad in this. Oh no, I'm so bad in this. Oh god, they got the lantern. Okay.
Cover you!
Jesus Christ, this guy is literally a millimeter from me. Wow. Okay. And,
Not half bad, then.
whew. They are badasses, like driving like this, even though Santiago was acting kind of weird. You know, on that sequence. But it felt pretty good, I have to say. Wizard Logi, thank you so much for the sub. Escape from Arasaka agents, okay. Cool. Damn, I love sequences like this. Holy shit. Like action sequences like this with other characters. Like, I love like when we are like making quests. I love those moments when you are actually with the character going somewhere and doing some stuff, you know, and experiencing things together and like, you know, getting to know like Night City and so on. So cool. Okay.
All right, so who we gotta pull out of Arasaka?
Alt Cunningham, net runner from ITS.
Oh. Yeah.
The tower. What's it taking her there?
This gets better by the minute. How you want to play this? Either of you gonks got a plan?
Yep. Distract him. Make some noise.
Okay.
Set up right under Arasaka's windows and crank it loud. Blast the panes out. It'll be a gig to remember.
Johnny. Oh yes. The memories part.
We do not as yet have word on the exact number of people hurt in the riots. But our reporters are on the scene at Araska Tower. And they all agree. A psychoactive agent has been dispersed at the site, affecting those in the crowd.
Psychoactive agent.
All right.
Okay. You guys ready? Just as planned. Exactly, Archangel. I love this music, the Rebel Puff.
You recording this whole thing?
Uh-huh. Why? Want to say a few words to the folks at home?
Do what you gotta do. Just stay out of my way.
Yeah, and here you can actually see it louder. Here you can actually see, you know, the Thomson with their recording. You know, later when you actually met Bess Isis, you will see the, you know, you will see basically the device, the similar
Like
device.
The guy? Don't trust him. And medias are bad luck.
What?
Bad luck. Say someone finds a tape later. A tape of us breaking into Arasaka Tower.
Worry about that if we make it out.
Come on, we don't have much time.
Okay. Let's go.
Find the mainframe.
Great.
Hold on.
Damn, this gun's powerful.
Ready or not, here they go.
Guys, we need power. I feel like I'm about to go live, you know, like when I hear this music. It's fucking awesome.
Jesus, I'll get it open. Cover me.
What are you doing with this buddy? Shit! Almost shot.
Mike! Join you in a second!
Don't touch my rogue. Jesus Christ.
Right now, but they could work!
It's like... What the heck was happening there? That looked weird. That looked really weird here. This guy like attacked her melee. I think he assumed that would like he's like close. Damn, I wish this would be like a longer sequence. Fuck. This is so good. Whoa. Yeah, it's just like a total cat jam, guys, you know. I love this sequence. Like, this is the... Like, this guy was like just the toughest of all of them. This is probably one of the most fun encounters I've had in this game so far. So good. Like, love that shit. I don't have to be careful, I have mal balls. Okay, it's broken. I like it. Just want to check the mainframe if there's anything interesting here. Not really, okay. They have a lot of servers, by the way. That's some fucking badass backup. Malorian weapon of gods, yeah. It's like, design of this gun is amazing. In his mind, this is exactly how it went. In reality, Rogue probably carried Johnny ass halfway there. Okay. Let's go, chum.
Turret! What? Need to stop that turret!
Shit, like, this gun does like million damage.
Solutions, anyone?
Okay, guys, because like the door won't open. I think we need to now slightly change the music balancing, because I don't want us to play like completely off balance, you know, and go like Master 40 as we always do, so that we hear the voiceover slightly better. Look at this. It looks like this guy is just like looking at his like chopped off leg, arm. He had this arm. He just like, give me a head. Exactly, like give me a head. No? Okay, cool. Anyhow,
Let me try.
Okay, didn't work.
Son of a bitch!
Let's go.
Try this.
Now I see why we brought him along.
Yeah, some
3, 2, 1.
Woohoo!
Perfect.
That was fucking cool. Well, you know. I'll shoot it. You can shoot it before it explodes to make it explode. I didn't know, actually.
Watch out.
Oh! We need louder music. I'm getting like fucking electrified. Okay, my Akira friend. Time to get the ass busted.
Yes, fucking own it.
just has a very cozy...
Cover you!
Cover me! Reloading!
Hello. Liam. My friend. How's your knee? Shit. I mean, that's a, you know... as we established, like, Night City is just a place where people love fucking yoga. You know, I was shooting me in the foot. Yeah, the pose is absolutely a banger. Okay, guys. Let's do it.
Too late. I would advise you not to disturb her.
What'd you do to Alt?
Oh. Babsonovska, I'm sorry.
I put her to work on a project of a lifetime.
Get out of my way.
There was, Johnny. You sure you should do that? Alt, my dear.
Alt.
Joan, no.
Is she?
Alt, come on, don't do this. Fuck!
Johnny.
The hell are you doing? Are you still rolling?
This is all we can do now, my man. Show people the truth.
Won't change her. She's not.
God. Johnny, stop it. Oh, fuck.
Stop
and you can see here that he's using his left hand, right? Because this is his dominating hand, Johnny, right? Like he was punching him with a left hand, not with a right one.
Johnny! She's dead.
Yeah, that moment is like...
Well...
Oh, what happened? Spit it out. Before you burst. Whatever happened to Thomson?
Thomson.
So, ready?
What happened to him?
Dunno, never worked together again.
Maybe because you whooped his ass to make yourself feel better.
Guy was a vulture, out to use Alt from the start. When Arasaka flatlined her, man, for him that was sprinkles, with the cherry on top. Fuck, he would have killed her himself if they hadn't, just for his cockrod story.
It just like breaks heart, you know, when you like understand what happened, right?
Let's get out
Snake
of
who
here.
wrote this mission made me so sad. I'm sorry, my friend. Like that's the thing. Like that's the thing what we do, right? As storytellers, we just sometimes need to make these guys sad, you know.
The recording. What did Thomson do with it? Did it ever get released?
Fuck no.
Never even told me half that about Alt.
Really? Any examples?
I don't know. That you were a couple, that she rode Soul Killer, that she's dead.
Yeah, he kind of missed the details,
How
right?
the hell is she supposed to help us now? As a ghost?
She's not dead. Managed to escape.
I saw the body.
Alt fled. Into the net.
It's like, you can see that he basically feels...
So, ready?
He basically feels guilty and he's trying to push it away, out, right?
You're pushing bullshit. Heard more than my share of tales about runners who ran off to Never Never Netland. Just never thought you'd be the next to tell me one.
Don't need you to believe me. Long as you do exactly what I say.
Yeah, there's a question why when you choose not to punch him, you still punch him. Yeah, I think it shouldn't be done like that, Ezio. Like, I think the design intention was there.
Let's get
because
out of
you were
here.
playing as Johnny, and in a way you're playing his memories, right? Like, so your decisions are in a way driven by what he has already done, right? It's not, you're not crafting your story. In a way you're defining like what version of your story that is. but that has already happened, and I think that was the design intention here.
So,
but it's strange, right? Like, I would have personally solved it differently. There should be basically a separate variant for it, but I think it was needed for Johnny to like unload all that emotions at Thomson, to show properly his emotional reaction to what is actually happening to him, to Al, to his girlfriend, and so on. So I think that's basically, that's basically
Let's
what
get out of here.
Yeah.
When'd you find out?
When she made contact a little later.
And? What did she say?
That she was a captive in the Arasaka subnet. But they couldn't hurt her. And she told me not to come looking for her.
What? Why?
This one time she wanted me to just let it go. 'Cause enough people had died for nothing already.
Derek Pack asks, why does the cyberspace room change slightly during the course of the game? Copy and paste errors, or does the cyberspace degenerate? So the thing is that Derek, like the way it works is that like, and it was already in the lore, is that cyberspace looks slightly differently for every person, because the way it works is like so much data is being loaded into your memory, into your brain.
Let's get out of
that
here.
You as a person connected to the network, your brain is actually trying to make any sense out of what's happening. That's why every person in a way experiences cyberpunk network slightly differently. And the thing is, like, here V connects, and of course, her brain is trying to cope, but that means that basically different data is being lost and so on. And what we have done, from what I know, right,
so,
because I didn't work personally on it, but we had multiple conversations with designers in our Enviro art about this, that we wanted to basically show to the player that even though you land in the same space, the data that is being interpreted is slightly different. And that's really what it is, right? Because you said like those like copy paste errors, and those are not. Shema, good to see you on the chat. Thank you for being with us here. Zwei wrote, I disliked Johnny a lot at first. He reminded me of someone with a very similar personality. However, once you start understanding him and his motivations, yeah, a lot of the pieces fit. Yeah, that's like all the things that we always try to do as devs, like, which is that make the content and think that you guys play in our games really relatable, relatable and
Let's
real,
get
right?
out of here.
So that you can find some pieces of any other person or yourself, or some stories, in the story that you're experiencing, because then you can actually empathize, and then it becomes more important for you.
So, what did you do?
Got my hands on 2 thermonuclear charges.
Then headed back to Araska Tower.
Banan Kiwi asks when DLC. Well, I mean, my friend, I was talking about it in the stream already, that I won't be sharing any secret information here and whatnot. So
ready?
It will be. We'll talk about it when we'll be able to. Okay. And Rogue went with you again.
And Rogue went with you again.
I paid her well.
Said it yourself. She was the best. Had her pick of contracts. But for some strange-ass reason, she took a job from a rocker with a death wish. A rocker, forever getting his ass beat by Arasaka.
Different times, kid. Back then, mercs didn't normally sell out to corpse. All you had to do was yell, "Let's fuck up Arasaka," and every last one of them jizzed their pants. Rogue included.
Jesus. Okay, well, it's at least a good dialogue.
How do you know Alt's still around? It's been half a century, which you've spent cloistered in Mikoshi. Netwatch could have hunted her down years ago.
Oh, they tried, believe me, but their tiny corporate brains can't handle a free AI that knows how people think. They were busy looking for her in the Crystal Palace while she was building the Ghost City for King Tower.
Hello, Haidaso12, and good to see you with us. Voodoo Boys believe Alt's beyond the BlackWall.
Voodoo Boys think they know where she is. Beyond the BlackWall.
Where nobody can touch her.
And Brigitte's primed to go there. Break through. Just to contact Alt. Talk to her.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. So, I think we're returning to BBS, you know, to the fortress of Voodoo Boys. Female's voice V is a chef's kiss, yeah. I'm glad you like her.
A moment.
Yeah. Did it work? Bridget, a moment felt like more like a moment.
Sure felt like more than a moment. Saw a good chunk of Johnny's life. And Alt.
It is possible. Data connected to Alt are linked
Not sure if
to
you've seen it, but you know I was only joking. Babsonovska. Yeah, of course, Babsonovska. Don't worry.
These memories must have evoked a powerful emotional response, then projected onto your consciousness.
Emotion, yeah. Plenty of that.
Tango Shun wrote, you know what to do with the Voodoo Boys wings. Yeah. Oh, she needs to improve her internet connection, really? You mean the Brigitte? Yeah, absolutely. She needs the fiber.
Construct, what kind of shapes it in?
Enough data is uncorrupted to convince Alt it is authentic.
What the hell's that mean?
Okay, so my chums, because we are already 5 minutes to the end of the stream, and I'm just worried that we'll start talking. It will, we will basically finish after. So I'll see. Oh, I can't save right now. That means we're continuing.
Did it work?
Yes, we extract the necessary fragment of Silverhand's engram.
Alicia,
We are ready now to make contact with
Alt.
First, we must dive deeper.
Okay, let's dive deeper then.
Beyond, there are no waters.
Yeah, I love this moment, by the way. This effect is so fucking good.
Beyond BlackWall.
Yeah. So this is something that Kajtek Kapuściński and me have been working on together.
None have yet returned.
I love that, you know, that vertigo moment. That was interesting. And here you can see the Netrunners, right? That are protecting us. And that fucking gigantic BlackWall, right?
So, actually...
I love this part, yeah.
You got no idea what's beyond that thing.
But we will know soon.
And these shapes I'm seeing.
Hello, Lezorov.
Wild,
in the chat, good
AI.
to see you.
Searching for a passage.
Yeah, I remember like people were asking why BlackWall is red. I mean, well, because it's just a visualization how V sees it, right? And for us, somewhat like red worked, you know, like artistically.
I held up my end of our deal. Your turn. Before you pass through that wall, I want Johnny's psyche removed.
We will not pass through. You will take the code to the other side.
Should have guessed.
Fuck. Might have guessed. Never had any intention.
Red is bad easy.
It does not matter anymore. You will bring all to its end.
And you can see like this scene is like so unique because you have this like character like glitching like this.
Don't got much for options, do I?
Ali.
You guys ready? Let's do it.
How do I get to the other side? Brigitte?
Yep. Okay, well... It seems that we are actually already on the other side. Look who's that.
Alt?
Johnny. You cannot remain here.
Whoa.
Alt Cunningham. Joris. Yap attacking network la.
What the hell's going on?
They breached our BBSs. We have nothing to do with this.
Netwatch.
Okay, well, damn. Like, that visual moment was, like, really impressive, you know, like, being there. Okay, shit. Guys, can I save? I cannot, because I'm in the cyberspace.
Netwatch cannot touch me here.
It's really you. What happened out there? Couldn't just take him out?
Netwatch was well prepared this time.
With the shape you can save. Yeah, I mean, I will keep on streaming until I can save, right? Like, I don't want to like leave it like at this point. Damn, gotta be Mosley, the fucker.
What of Brigitte and the Voodoo Boys?
I was forced to purge them. Netwatch was exploiting their BBS.
Oh god.
Purge? You mean they're dead, all of them?
Not actually gonna feel bad for him, are you?
Jesus Christ.
Damn it. I brought Netwatch here. Agent I dealt with must have slipped me a tracker that let him right in.
Switch things up on the sly, replacing the Voodoo's virus with his own brand of fraud.
Probably how they got to you.
It matters not. The entire subnet was destroyed.
Alt,
Jesus.
You pulled us out of there. That mean you and us were okay?
Damn.
Everything's chill?
I have recognized your engram
The music in this part is perfect. Amaga's throat. I mean, I love that music
So you
here.
could pay me back for getting you out of Araska Tower. V, this is Alt. Best netrunner Night City's ever seen. Alt, this is V. You need to save her life.
Oh god. Thanks, Johnny, for introduction. Yeah, I remember when we were like first time creating that scene with Alt and we wanted to make her like gigantic, you know, when you speak to her, you
Your
know.
projection in cyberspace. It's interesting.
The way she looks like.
As you can see, Johnny's got it all thought out. But there's the question of what you'll want in return.
Netwatch propaganda has been effective. Do you see me as a demon who requires a pact signed in blood?
Don't know who you are.
Got no clue
I guess.
who you are now.
That's a tall woman, yeah,
know
she
a little
is.
about who you were. And Johnny, that he was important to you, while I'm no one. So I'm asking, what's it gonna cost?
I cannot help you.
Can't or won't?
Can't. To attempt to do so, I would need access to more advanced technology.
What you created, Soul Killer?
What? But it's your tech. You created Soul Killer.
The program I created has little in common with how Arasaka has since repurposed it.
Fine, so how about Mikoshi? That advanced enough for you?
If I could gain access to Mikoshi, it would cease to exist.
Good, we can work with that. We'll
Yes,
get you inside Mikoshi.
that's definitely
and
the
you'll
way
help
Johnny
V,
likes to
deal?
think. Damn, this dialogue is
Best
good.
runner Night City's ever seen can't bust into Mikoshi on her own.
I am a well-known threat there. They have a layer of black ice with my name on it. Literally.
Kinda like a custom-made prison jumpsuit.
I refuse to be caged in there ever again.
Okay, thanks, Alt.
What can you do for me, exactly? Everyone I've met so far says I'm too far gone.
By everyone, you mean Hellman? Saburo's personal ass munch?
With the Soul Killer resident inside Mikoshi, I will create a construct of you, then disentangle your neural network from Johnny's. I shall then inject your engram back into your mortal form.
Important stuff happening. Gotta kill me to save me.
So, you'll save my life, but flatline me along the way.
Your consciousness, neural engrams, will be recorded as data. The rest will cease to exist.
The rest?
The soul. I did not grant the program
Sonic
its name,
UK wrote
but
playing
Soul
this game in
Killer does
1.5, so
precisely
awesome
what it
game, great
promises
work.
to do.
Thank you,
Christ,
Sonic.
I don't want to listen to this bullshit.
Damn.
V just hops back into her body, right? Nothing changes.
Everything changes. You know this well.
Okay, damn it. Damn, this scene is actually pretty fucking well written.
Great, so we got a plan.
But how will you reach Mikoshi? I've created armies that failed to breach it.
They were children of the net. There's your problem. We're banking on the human factor.
Okay.
B's got a big, dusty nomad family.
Oh yeah,
and
that's the
they'll do
difference
anything.
depending on my life path.
We'll crack a window, slip you into Mikoshi.
Johnny gets going exaggerated sometimes.
Johnny embellishes, in case you hadn't noticed. You don't trust him, which is fine. But you have my word we'll slip you inside Mikoshi while keeping you out of harm's way.
Big dusty
I
family
believe
a lot,
this human
yeah.
factor and I have things in common.
As usual, Pavel Saska, I mean, thank you so much. Thank you, Kogito, for gifting us up to Kiros. That's nice of you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
What do you expect from me? This I can't
Man who
fathom.
talk too much is hard. Rocker girlfriend? Oh god. I'm not sure if my girlfriend agrees.
So, we agreed?
Yes, we are agreed. Find a path into Mikoshi. I shall prepare a program to help you navigate the local net.
How will I contact you once I'm ready?
This is a BBS address. It will be our secure communication channel.
Alt, before you leave, we gotta talk. Just you and me.
No, that will not be possible.
Oh shit. And she just like left. Fire road cover with the perfect amount. Oh.
Couldn't think of a more fitting end. Runner fucks had it coming.
Okay, we gotta
As much
go.
as it tickles me too, we got a Delta.
Right, still got Mr. Grumps left.
Mr. Grumps. Oof. Well, oh, you can guys see a bit of the ice melted. Okay, I think we can save the game now. Can we? Can we save the game? I think we can save the game. Okay. Let us save the game and wrap this up. That was actually so cool. Those streams are too short, to be honest. You know, for me to cover everything I want to do, you know, always with you guys and just like, you know, play it and stuff. Anyhow, it was great, guys, having you around and like playing with this. I actually really enjoyed it. The soundtrack, yeah, the soundtrack was great. As Machiavelli said, like the moments there, like I would love to talk to you more about that moment. Maybe we'll do it like next time, because holy shit, like we spent so much time talking, and then before we actually moved on to the part of to the BlackWall, like I would have spent there a significant amount of time just trying to you know, just explain you all of those things that we have done and worked on. I think so. Let me actually leave you with some cool music, you know, when we are leaving. And I think this time around, to keep it like slightly different, why not let's put some more hypey music on, because why not, my dear chums. I really like that you're here, so that's juiced up for you. Yes, chums. So thank you so much, my dear chums, for being up, milked up. Yes, your guys are the best. I will be going back to my guests in a second. I just wanted to greet and thank all the Reds that were here. Stealth Spell, Despina, our quest designer, Chivok, our customer support engineer, Kajtek Kapuściński, our lead cinematic designer, and Ayano, our UI producer, and of course our two fantastic mods, Kogito, who's with us every week, and of course Sapphire, my dear girlfriend. Thank you so much for being here, and all the lurking people, like games in the, like girls in the game, for instance Zielonoludek, Martina, that has been here as well. Thank you so much for showing up and listening to the streaming. You guys are the best. Anyway, I wish you a fantastic time, and we are going to thank you, Zielonoludek. Yeah, I think Martina's gone at this point, but anyway, it's good that, you know, she visited us for a moment. Thank you so much, guys, and I will leave you with this banging music, and we'll see each other in a week, 8 p.m. CET, and we're going to continue our playthrough. Bye bye.